Beach yesterday by a final of 5-3. Ought to be a good one here today. We've got two of the top teams, not only in the conference, but maybe two of the top teams around the region.
It's going to be a fantastic game, Troy, and I'm looking forward to it. Only one game separated them in the conference season. Franklin 13-5, Earlham 12-6. They both put up a lot of runs. Looking at their stats, they like to mash. They like to run and steal bases. It's going to be really on the pitchers today. Damian Tilley going for Franklin and Aiden Tillart going for Earlham. These guys got to keep the ball in the zone, stay out of trouble. We saw it in the first game. Walks will kill you every time. You got to get ahead, get counts, keep guys off balance, and then you can advance in the winner's bracket.
Saw that last night in high school baseball, too, didn't we?
We sure did, yeah.
As you said, we have two teams here that like to run, and that's what's amazing about these two squads, that they will put a lot of pressure on the opposing pitcher and the opposing catcher. You look at some of the numbers. A.J. Sanders, 27 stolen bases for Franklin. Sean Sullivan, he has 22. You look at the other side, you have guys everywhere from 21 to 14 to 18 to 12. These guys might be running all day long.
And their stolen base percentages are fantastic. Some of these guys that have 27, 22 stolen bases have only been thrown out 2, 3, 4 times. So, they're adept at reading the pitcher and getting a good jump, good lead, and going on the pitch they need to go on. It's up to the catchers, too, to really play a huge part in this. Demkovich, really struggled at the plate yesterday, going 0 for 5, but he can make a huge impact defensively by keeping the base runners honest and not running so much. And then on the other side for Earlham, you've got Easton Embry, the catcher there. Both these catchers have extra pressure on them. It's a very deep foul ground behind home plate here. We've seen some pass balls that have really allowed easily runners to advance. So you've got to have your head in a swivel and block everything if you're a catcher.
These are two veteran ball clubs, too. These guys have been at the varsity level. When you look over the last couple of years, they've been around this game for a long time. So there's two teams that have played a lot of games at this level.
These young men have played forever, starting in the league and then getting into travel ball and then a high school and summer ball, and there's the collegiate leagues in the summer. These guys have played and played and played. They're the loving term, they're dirtbags. They just love to be out there. I don't know what you call them now that we're playing on turf. Dirtbags doesn't work anymore, but they play for the love of the game, and that's why they do it at this. And it's good baseball.
Yeah. It sure is. Well, let me tell you what. We just did a game you referred to a little bit ago where we saw with 3 innings, it was 6-6, and then Rose Holman took off from there. So now they've got to rest and try to come back a little bit later. So that's going to be kind of tough on them too.
It is going to be really interesting because that game tonight, Rose Holman Anderson, the winner of that game plays the loser of this game tomorrow.
Yeah.
So because we're in the winner's bracket and both these teams have won double elimination, they have a shot still to keep playing, but you want that extra rest by winning today. That makes a huge difference. You don't want to be in Rose Holman's position where they're having to play 2 games in one day because they'd already lost earlier in the tournament.
Here's how things will line up today for Franklin. A.J. Sanders, and by the way, Franklin will be the visiting team here this afternoon. A.J. Sanders will lead things off. He'll play shortstop. Sean Sullivan batting second in center field. Logan Demkovich, and you talk about a guy who can hit the baseball. His numbers are pretty good at 19 home runs, 61 RBI, and he hits .354. Was he playing a video game today or what?
Yeah, he's killing it.
He's hitting third. Matt Early hitting in the cleanup spot. He'll be at first base. Tyson Lipscomb, he's another guy that's really very good, .348 on the year. He's hitting fifth, and he'll play in left field. Noah Wood batting sixth at third base. Sean Thomas hitting seventh in right field. Case Starkey hitting eighth. He'll DH this afternoon. And then Colby Reed, he'll hit ninth and play second base. For the Quakers, they will go like this. Christian Lancanese will lead things off. He'll play at second base. Nathan Lancanese will play in center field. He'll bat second. Also, Andrew Bradley, the DH, hitting third. Maxwell Freeze hitting in the cleanup spot. He'll be at first base. Cameron McCabe is hitting fifth in left field. Devin Baisley is hitting sixth at third base. Easton Embry batting seventh and catching. Jordan Cooterer will hit eighth and play in right field. And Zach Swearingen will play in the shortstop position, and he will be the number 9 hitter here today. You'd already mentioned the two pitchers, and let's start with Damon Tilley, coming in making his 12th appearance, 6 starts this year, 46 innings, 54 strikeouts, and 22 walks, 4-2 with an ERA 3.72. But both these guys, you said earlier, they're going to keep this thing low in the strike zone, because when you start looking at some of the numbers of these hitters, and we saw some balls leave the ballpark yesterday and earlier today, you could be in really big trouble if you don't.
Yeah, you could. The wind's kind of blowing out a little bit towards the left field foul pole, and that can make a difference if you get that ball up in the air, especially down the left field line, as we saw in the first game. Tilley doesn't have nearly as many innings pitched this year for Franklin as Tularik does for Earlham. And you look at Tularik's stats, and you're kind of like, okay, 3.41, his ERA is better, but batting average against 268, while on the other hand, Tilley's batting average against is 213.
Yeah.
So, I think it's one of those cases where you want to try and get to Tilley early, because he seems, it's kind of like one of those young men that, hey, if I get to that first inning, I get strong, and you're not going to get much off me. But at the same time, this is a strategic game.
Yeah.
Because of bullpen usage and what's to come in the tournament. These teams are both going to play again, so the coaches are already considering how are we using our bullpen today in lieu of what's going to happen tomorrow.
Exactly. Well, these two teams are set to go. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back. The first pitch is coming up in just a couple of moments. Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Looking for a great family experience? Well, look no further than Indy's best campground, KOA Indianapolis. RV sites, tents, cabins, and glamping. It's just minutes away. The kids will love the new splash park, horses, and summer activities. Whether you're roasting marshmallows around the campfire for gooey s'mores, enjoying our amazing pizza delivered to your site, or hand-dipped ice cream. Don't forget to visit our gift shop boutique, where you'll find supplies of all your gift and camping needs. Go on KOA.com to book or call us at 317-894-1397. Mention IndianaSRN for a free bundle of firewood.
Oh, man. It's weird, the number ones.
Welcome back once again, as you see Aiden Tularik getting the warm-up tosses here, as he will get the start. And, of course, we have a lot of folks that are watching on HCAC TV that perhaps couldn't make the trip here to Kokomo today. But I want to give a shout-out to former Earlham pitcher Joey Gerbis, who was part of that 2017 championship team when they went to the NCAA tournament. He and his dad are huge supporters of Quakers baseball, and I just want to say hi to those guys, and I'm sure a lot of other former players at Earlham are tuned in here today and hoping they make another strong run. So,
I mean, you've got the entire Franklin College marketing department watching, and being a marketing teacher, that makes me happy. I love that. I am kind of confused, though, how Franklin's the 1 seed, but they're the away team here.
It is kind of confusing, isn't it?
They did a little bit, yeah.
Is that like high school baseball and sports, where they put the 1 on the bottom, the 2 on the top? And
I guess that's probably how it is.
Yeah.
Because of who played earlier, I'm not sure.
A.J. Sanders will lead things off. Flip of the coin.
Flip of the coin. There it is.
Oh, I like that. Sanders, 374, 5 home runs and 41 runs driven in, and he'll take the first pitch for a strike. We are underway, 4:22, the start of this one. We are a little bit behind the scheduled start time because of the length of our first game of the day. Pitch on the way. Chopper toward the shortstop. Swearingen will charge and throw, and there's quickly one away.
Nice play by Swearingen to wait for that hop off of the turf. Take it, strong throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Sean Sullivan, the center fielder, 325 on the year, 6 home runs and 31 runs driven in. These two teams split earlier. Franklin back on May 4th won the first game 13-9, wrapping out 14 hits as the pitch is a swing and a miss. And then Earlham won the nightcap 8-4.
High cheese there from Tularik. Couldn't catch up to it.
Embry behind the plate this afternoon as that pitch is low and outside. Freezes at first. At second base, Christian Lancinese along with Swearingen at short. Baisley down at third. Swing and a miss. Good pitch again by Tularik.
Looks so good coming up, but as top of the zone, those are so hard to get on top of and catch up to.
McCabe in left field, Nathan Lansanese in center, and Cooterer in right field today for the Quakers. The 1-2 pitch on the way, low and inside. They'll even it up at 2-2.
Important thing to take note of is the zone. You know, what kind of strike zone is the umpire going to have? Pitchers, hitters both have to adjust to that as this game goes on.
Embry setting up on the outside portion of the plate. That one fouled away by Sullivan. Had a good swing there.
Hope there were no cars out there.
I don't know where mine is. Yes, mine is.
Mine's a left field, so I'm okay there.
The break-even pitch on the way popped up right side once again as Freeze will watch this one sail out of play.
Just fighting them off. 2 strikes. It's what you do. You protect if it's close. Live to fight another pitch.
Yeah, you know that Demkovich is next. Had a rough day yesterday, though, didn't he?
He did. You know, for all those stats, baseball's a very humbling game.
Break-even pitch once again. Fly ball into right field. Cooterer on the run near the line. Makes the catch. 2 away.
Nice running catch by Cooterer. That's a long way to go.
So here's Logan Demkovich. 354 on the year. We mentioned the 19 home runs and 61 RBI. That's a pretty good year, and I don't care who you are.
He does, and he takes some walks, too. 23 walks, but strikeout number a tad high at 48.
He struck out 5 times yesterday in 5 plate appearances, so it was one of those days he'd rather forget.
Is that a platinum sombrero?
It has to be. Popped him up. Second baseman Lansanese going out on this one and makes the catch in a 1-2-3 inning for the Quakers. We will go to Keith Myers, who is standing by.
Well, he was in the concession stand. I have him. And Bear, I see you got your Coke. You're ready to go.
You betcha. Hey, it's a great day for baseball.
Tell me a little bit about this ballpark. What a beautiful ballpark. I know that you got lots of people who want to play baseball, soccer, kickball, all kinds of stuff in this facility.
Yeah, that was the idea. Mayor Goodnight, my predecessor, is the one that initially had the vision to really transform this area. It was a blighted area, often plagued with the flooding and such, and so just having this asset in Kokomo now in the heart of downtown not only has been a huge benefit to our community, but to our region, which obviously you guys are experiencing.
Talk a little bit about the community of Kokomo. It's growing up, and there's a lot of things that are moving here.
Yeah, and we've been a sports community I know we're known for our automotive heritage, but we're truly a sports community, and the locals really rally behind the locals. We were excited to get the Jackrabbits organization playing here, but it's multi-use. IUK Cougars use it as their home field. The Kokomo Wildcats, our local high school, use it. The county schools have used it. The high school conference also is using for semi-state, and so it's, as you mentioned, soccer as well. Our IUK women's soccer team restripes it and uses it. I mean, so it's really had a lot of functional uses, and even some charity softball games and concerts and such, and so it's really been a huge asset to it.
I was talking to Nate today. I told him put a movie out there. You can have a drive-in theater here. You looked at our operations and you you just said, wow, you were just impressed of what this conference has done and what IndianaSRN has done for them.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously honored to have the Heartland Conference hosting here, but to have such a quality outfit as yourself, I mean, broadcasting it. I mean, we were just talking off the air. I mean, I think you guys put ESPN-3 to shame.
Well, I'll give you a quarter later. But so you're going to stick around and watch an inning or two with us? I'll tell you what. I get Cokes free. I'll get you a Coke.
That's all right. I think I'm good with the Cokes. But, yeah, it's just sun's shining, the wind's blowing out. And so if anybody's listening and within a shot and looking for something to do, come on out for a great night of baseball.
And the mayor promised no rain tomorrow, Jerry. Back to you guys.
You know, look at Keith right there trying to pay off the mayor. Man, talk about dirty politics.
It's illegal in most states, isn't it?
Christian Lansanese will step to the plate. 307, 7 home runs, 27 runs driven in, and the first pitch by Tilly in there for a strike.
Again, Tilly 3.72 ERA, 4-2 on the season 46 innings pitched, 54 strikeouts, 22 walks.
This one hit into right center field, falls in for a base hit. Good crowd here today from the Earlham side of things as Lance Sinise will step to the plate. Now his brother Nathan will step up. He's hitting .355 on the year. 3 home runs and 27 runs driven in. And get ready, these guys like to run, as we said earlier.
They for sure do. Christian is 21 of 25 stolen bases, and Nathan's 18 of 21. So they got some speed.
You know, their numbers actually in that department are a little bit low this year. So here's the pitch on the way. It's up high for a ball. When they won the championship in 2017, they were running like every other minute. It was just like goo, 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 goo.
How about that? 2 brothers, the top 2 guys in the order, wearing numbers 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
The stretch by Tilley, and the pitch on the way is a fastball low and inside 2-0. Demkovich is behind the plate, early at first. Reed at second, Sanders at short, Wood at third, with Lipscomb, Sullivan, and Thomas from left to right in the Franklin outfield.
This is a hitter's count. Let's see if he's taking it or if he's looking for something good.
Pitch on the way is a little bit low. So 3-0.
Tilley's having to adjust to the strike zone from the umpire. He thought that was a good pitch, but you got to go what the boys in blue allow you to do.
The pitch on the way is a strike. Lance Sinise taking all the way on that one. Andrew Bradley, and what a year he has had. He is next, and he had a game this year, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. In fact, a doubleheader that was just unreal. 3-1 pitch. There's another strike. Nice pitch that time by Tilley.
Great pitch by Tilley. You can tell Lance Sinise was looking for one in his hot zone. Didn't get it laid off, but he still got a pitch to play with. So now working back to a full count is Tilley. Let's see what he throws here on the payoff pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Tilley comes set. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. This one hit to the right side and out of play.
No surprise that he was off with the pitch.
And then, of course, Nathan trying to hit behind him right there.
If you're Tilley, do you throw in a little pickoff throw to first on this full count? Maybe see if you can catch him leaning?
Yeah, see what he does. Why not? Yep. Well, I didn't have him leaning that time, so.
Well, you know, good stolen base players, runners, these numbers, they have a pretty good idea what the moves, what's coming.
Runner takes off again. The pitch is outside for ball 4. Good start for the Quakers, and that'll bring up Andrew Bradley.
This is not the start you wanted if you're Tilley and the Grizzlies. The first 2 guys on and the big stick in this lineup coming to the dish right now.
Bradley at .386, 16 home runs, 47 runs driven in, and he had a doubleheader that was just unreal earlier this year. I think he ended up with 5 home runs, double digits, and RBIs, and he was just unconscious that day. First pitch on the way by Tilley is a little bit outside, 1-0.
I guess that's why his slugging percentage is .904, which is ridiculous.
He has definitely had a great year. Love to capitalize right here as Tilley comes set. The pitch on the way and right down the pipe for strike 1.
Wow, safety must have been on there for Bradley. Couldn't pull the trigger. That looked good.
It did.
It just looked right down Broadway.
Like it was set on a tee for him. Runners at first and second, the pitch. Big cut and a miss.
High cheese again from Tilley. Bradley was chasing there. We'll see what he comes back with. This would be a huge out if he could get a ground ball, double play, or a strikeout, pop out, anything.
1-2. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball that stayed up high, 2-2. Earlham has been known at times they'll run in a situation like this, so keep an eye on those guys at first and second.
Yeah, Early's not holding them on at first.
Swing and a miss. Bradley strikes out. Big out right there for Tilley.
Bradley looking to do some damage here early. Couldn't lay off that high fastball, and now he'll take a seat.
Maxwell Freeze will step up, 289 on the year. Home run, he's driven in 27. Christian Lansanese still at second base. Nathan Lansanese at first. Tilly comes set, checks the runner at second. The pitch on the way is a little bit high, 1-0.
That looked like a good pitch. Well, if he can get a ground ball here and get out of this jam, that's a huge boost to the Grizzlies.
Saw Tilly right there. A long look at Sanders, and Sanders was flashing some signs. It looks like they had something on right there, but Christian Lansanese read that one.
Interesting, they've had early play behind the runners for these last two batters. No pickoff throw towards first.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to see if he'll hit it the other way.
Chop foul.
Not giving him that extra space between first and second base to shoot through that gap.
Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom half of inning number 1 in our winner's bracket game. Earlham trying to get on top first. Good look right there at Maxwell Freeze. The pitch. Stays high and outside, 2-1.
I don't know if you can see this on the television, but Lipscomb is playing very deep in left field, but Thomas is playing really shallow in right field. I think they're expecting Freeze to pull the baseball.
And pull it deep. 2-1 pitch is outside. 3 balls and a strike. And now 1 ball away from loading things up for Cameron McCabe.
I think they may have scouted the first game and saw how the ball traveled out towards left field with that wind.
Yeah, no kidding. McCabe's having a solid year as well. We'll talk about him perhaps in a moment. The stretch, the 3-1 pitch, lined into left field, and that's going to be a foul ball just by inches. That would have cleared them all off. Huh?
Oh, my goodness. This would have been a grass diamond. We would have looked for dust coming up. It was so close. But, man, oh, man, that third base umpire's right there. It must have been a few sprinkles of rubber between the ball and the line.
Well, Freeze will try it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. What will Tilly come with this time on the payoff pitch? And instead, he's going to throw back to second. Second time he's done that with Christian Lansanese there. The shortstop, it's Sanders, who is the one relaying the play they want to do at second. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Runners take off, throw down to third, and they will get Christian Lansanese right there. But wait a minute, home plate umpire stops play for a moment.
Oh, did he say it's a foul ball?
Foul ball.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's going to get a reaction from Franklin's head coach. Could be an extra break and a big break for the Quakers and Maxwell Freeze right here.
He's not particularly caring for the explanation he's getting.
Well, he's asking his catcher, too. Did he tip the baseball? It popped out of his catcher's glove.
Can they ask the first base umpire?
I don't know, but he's going to come over and tell the Franklin bench to calm down. They came out on the turf a little bit, so interesting.
Extremely interesting because the inning was over.
Yeah. Let's go to Keith Myers.
Hey, fellas, the umpire called it a foul ball. Immediately, he called it a foul ball. No one heard him lift up his hand, signal or lift up his hand.
Ball hit to Reed. He bobbles it. Run will score, and the error will give the Quakers the lead here in the first inning.
What a turn of events right there.
And Sean, go back to your answer. No, that's the home plate umpire's call and home plate umpire call only. Back to you guys.
So now Quakers get the early lead. But
yeah, Franklin thinks they're out of the inning with a strikeout, throw out, and next thing you know, you get a ground ball. Reed, he was only going to get 1 out, boots it. Now there's still only 1 out, run in, runner still at first and second.
Cameron McCabe. On the year, 353, a home run, 19 runs driven in. Runners at first and second, and the pitch is a fastball outside, 1-0. Tate, one of those guys who started as a catcher, now playing in left field. Here's the stretch and the pitch. That's in there for strike one.
This is the part of the game that's really mental, Troy. You and I both know. Tilly's really frustrated by what just happened, thinking he got out of the inning. This is where you've got to reset and refocus and get this batter out to get out of this inning.
Tilly's next pitch on the way, lifted high to the right side. Thomas on the run, near the line, makes the catch there. As the throw to the infield not in time to get Nathan Lansanese at third. But now 2 away for Devin Baisley.
Baisley, second on the starters in RBIs with 32, hitting from the 6th spot. He's got one close, and this again is where Demkovich plays, looms large. Got to keep everything in front of you.
So now runners on the corners. Here's the pitch by Tilly, hit hard. Third baseman Wood able to knock it down, throws to first in time, but the Quakers get the early lead as they pick up a run here in the bottom of the first. After one, it's Earlham 1, Franklin nothing. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Okay.
Back here once again at Municipal Stadium in Kokomo. Take a look at this.
Yeah, that was part of that play when Lansanese went down to third, thought he ended the inning, and then he's like, wait a minute, what's going on? He was taking his gloves off.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what was going on. But I just wanted to point out the great play by Wood there at the end. That was such a hard-hit ground ball. He turned into goalie mode. I got to keep this ball in front of me because even if I don't get thrown out, that run can't score. Did a great job throwing him out at first and getting out of the inning with only one run over for Earlham.
And we'll see how that plays the rest of the way,
Yeah, going to be interesting. I got a feeling we'll see some more runs.
I do too. Matt Early leads it off, 336, 6 home runs and 43 runs driven in. It'll be Early, Lipscomb, and Wood here in the top of the second. Talarik's pitch on the way is in there for a strike.
Talarik's doing a good job painting that outside corner here early.
Here's the wind in the 0-1. Good breaking ball.
Man, if you can just keep batters off balance, that's such a huge advantage for a pitcher. And now Early's down 0-2.
Justin Dilhoff got the win yesterday, went 7 innings for the Quakers, and that one just a little bit low and outside.
Talked about this a little
fine.
bit yesterday. That's probably a throwaway pitch. Let's inch out a little bit and see if he'll give it to us.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. High chopper, third baseman Baisley has to go over his head. And so Early on at first base. Ooh.
Turf monster right there.
We saw a ball in the first game that hit the circle on the pitcher's mound, and it took a funny bounce that way.
Yeah.
But we saw that last night, too.
We did, yeah.
Lipscomb, 348, 4 home runs, and 42 runs driven in. So Franklin gets their first base runner of the day. I know we always talk about the turf will give you a natural hop, but you can get some weird ones now and then, too. Pitch is a little bit high and outside, 1-0.
And the hitters love them, but then when they get out in the field, they hate them.
Yeah.
You know, you can help me when I'm at the dish, but when I'm in the field, be nice.
Yeah, play fair.
Yes.
The stretch by Tolaric. Throw to first. He waited a long time right there.
I'm always curious the first time a pitcher throws from the stretch, how he handles that, how he attacks the batter.
Tolaric again, a check of the runner at first, set to go to work. The pitch on the way. Awful close, but apparently outside, 2-0.
Tried to go outside twice so far, 2-0 the count. He is working from the first base, the far first base side of the rubber, too.
The 2-0 just misses again. 3 balls, no strikes.
Man, those look nice. Just can't quite get it.
So now Franklin an opportunity here to get a couple of runners on base. Lipscomb not a big target from the left side as Tolaric comes set and throws to first.
Early's only 6 for 7 in stolen bases. Doesn't run nearly as much as some of his teammates, but still want to keep him close.
The 3-0 pitch on the way, right down the pipe for a strike. And it'll go to 3-1. Not very many easy outs in this Franklin lineup. I know that Wood is at 294, Thomas 273, and then you got Starkey at 200, but still solid from 1 to 9. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
Well, he was looking for one in his nitro zone there. It was a little bit high, couldn't catch up to it. Nice pitch by Tolaric. When he's needed to strike, he's gone to the high cheese.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's got some pop on that fastball today.
Love that sound of it hitting the mitt.
Yeah. Payoff pitch on the way. Lined high into center field, driving Lance the knees back to make the catch. And Early back to first. There's one away.
That was a deep fly ball. If he could get out in front of it or let it get a little bit deeper but still make great contact on the barrel, that may have a shot, but he hit it to the deepest part of the park.
Yeah, 400 dead center. It's 330 down each line. As you'll see, Embry out to talk with Tolaric with Noah Wood coming up. Wood at 294, 3 home runs and 23 RBI.
Big thing that sticks out for me for Wood is the 3 triples. There are a couple of guys on both rosters that seem to get around the bags pretty well if a ball gets in the gap, and he's one of them.
Yeah, A.J. Sanders has 4. Right now it is Matt Early down at first base with that leadoff single. Quakers hope to leave him right there as you see Wood stepping in. Here's the pitch by Tolaric and a breaking ball in there for a strike.
Good pitch there. Love to starting them off with a breaking ball.
That's what a veteran pitcher does, right?
Oh, the cat and mouse game is just so much fun. Oh, you think I'm going to do this? Try and hit this.
Yeah, guess what?
Yeah.
Wood back in. Tolaric again, a check of the runner first. Very short lead at first, by the way. In fact, he's only a couple of steps off.
I considered putting my sunglasses on with these bright yellow uniforms, you know? They are bright. He's easy to see. Yeah,
you can certainly tell the difference between the two.
That is true. They have LEDs in them or something.
Pitch on the way is outside.
You know me, the Jersey buff. And
I know.
We were told Earlham's trying to mimic Florida State with their maroon and gold, the gold pants.
And that's new. I mean, I've never seen them in gold before. So
kids these days,
I
tell
know.
you.
Got to please them all. 1-1, swung on and missed.
Just bringing the heat. I love it. Just here. I'm going to rock back and fire and see if you can catch up to it.
One thing about it, you got the right weather for it, right? It's nice and hot today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Short lead by Early again at first. The stretch by Tularik, and the pitch on the way. Got him swinging.
Great sequence there. Yeah, with the heat, kind of that point you made, it's not going to be hard for these pitchers to stay warm.
Right, yeah.
A lot of times you go into the dugout, you get some guys on base, okay, I got to wrap my arm up in a towel and jacket and make sure I stay warm. With this heat on this turf, that's not going to be an issue today.
Not at all. Sean Thomas, 273 on the year, a home run with 3 runs driven in. The right field steps in with 2 away. The pitch by Tularik is hit foul.
Ooh, right next door.
Early still down at first. His lead, again, not very big. He takes a little extra step, but I don't think he's going anywhere.
No.
That'll help Tularik just work on the hitter. Is that fastball in there, and you heard the pop again. 0-2.
It's interesting. I feel like he's given him the outside corner on the right hand side, on the glove side, but not on the arm side. It's very interesting.
So Thomas behind at 0-2. Tularik set to throw, and the pitch is outside, and Embry ready to throw if need be.
By the way, for those of you home, that's the glove side of the pitcher, not the catcher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Try not to get too technical, even though I could.
Was he talking about right or left?
I don't know.
There or over here?
Hey, your thumb and forefinger make the L. That's left.
That one jams him, looped into right field for a base hit. Well, that one just barely got out of the infield for Thomas.
Can I say it?
Yep.
Duck snort. Humpback liner. Looper. And just an absolute hang with them nubber off the handle that found a hole.
So after the looper, we have Case Starkey at 203 home runs and 11 runs driven in. He's DHing here this afternoon, and now the Grizzlies have a couple of runners on. Tularik set to throw, the pitch lined into right field. That's going to be extra bases. Early will score. Rounding third is Thomas. He will score. Turning and making the run to third, and the triple by Starkey, and Franklin leads it 2-0.
He did not wait around for anything. He saw that Tularik. He felt Tularik was going to give him a first pitch fastball, and he was sitting on it. Just drove it in that gap, and he had third base on his mind from the moment he left the box.
So a 2-run triple by Starkey, and now we'll see Colby Reed, the number 9 hitter, stepping in with a runner at third. 285 on the year, a home run and 21 runs driven in. Fastball called strike. Well, Starkey got every bit of that one for sure.
First triple of the season for Starkey.
Not a bad time for him.
Not a bad time at all.
3 hits now for Franklin. Another fastball. This one is up high. That'll even the count at 1-1. See what Tularik can do right here as he checks the runner at third. And the pitch on the way took something off that one, able to lay it in for strike 2.
Those breaking balls, the hitter thinks, I might have to back out of the way, and just breaks right over the plate, and you're like, oh.
As your knees buckle.
Yes. Backside goes, knees buckled, and you hear the strike, and you're like, oh, seriously?
Boy, do I feel silly, huh?
Yeah. Keith knows a lot about those.
Oh, boy, doesn't he? Yeah. He was an offer guy. He never got a hit in his entire career. So.
No, yeah, you're correct. Yeah. But he was the best dandelion picker out there in right field, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they could count on him cleaning things up.
Yes.
That's what they meant for him to being the cleanup hitter. This one hit into center field, coming on and unable to make the catch. Lansanese, and a single by Reed drives in Starkey, and now 3 runs across here in the second inning for Franklin.
Huge 2-out knocks. The last 2 batters had a chance to get out of the inning, but both Starkey and Reed base knocks. Now it's 3-1.
Starkey got a warm reception from his teammates once he got to the dugout after that triple.
Oh, those two out RBIs will make your pitcher and teammates extremely happy.
So here is A.J. Sanders back to the plate for the second time. The pitch low and inside. This is the 7th hitter of the inning now for Franklin, trying to win their 30th game, but more importantly for them to advance to the championship game tomorrow. The stretch by Talarik. And the pitch just outside, 2-0. Take a look at this again.
Boy, Lansanese thought he could maybe get to it, but at some point you gotta pull up and say, if I die for this and it gets by me, I don't want to make it worse.
Yeah. The stretch and the 2-0 pitch on the way is inside, 3-0.
And you'll see that a lot too. Some guys will 2 outs want to make that hero play and dive for it, and they miss it and it gets by them, and the bigger inning ensues. Can't have that this early.
3 balls and no strikes. Sanders back in. Talarik's pitch misses high and got a runner on. The inning will continue now as Sullivan steps up.
Oh, yep, here we go. Mound visit.
Well, the good news is if you're Talarik, it is not Coach Sakasits. If it's Sakasits, you're probably gone.
Yes. Nobody's down warming up yet, so that's a bonus for Talarik, but he's out there just to calm him down and say, we just need 1 out. Throw something that our fielders can field and get out of the inning, and we'll be good.
And he's generally, over the years, speaking of Coach Sakasits, he's been very patient with his starters, try to get them to work through it. Talarik's been here before, and so he kind of knows what to expect both ways. Here's Sullivan. He flew out to right field his first time up, but they're going to play him more to hit toward left. You saw Coach Sakasits, maybe you didn't, but he was having the center field Lansanese kind of shade toward left.
Yeah, wide open gap in right center field.
That one hit straight back to the screen. No balls and a strike.
That one was ticketed for us, not for the netting.
It was.
I think this. Yeah, it's good. Plexiglass is good.
It's not going to break, is it?
No.
Stretch again by Talarik as he checks the runner at second. Long look there. And the pitch on the way is inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
You cannot walk him because not only does it load the bases, it brings up Demkovic, which is definitely what you do not want to see this inning.
Yeah, he would love to step up there with the bases loaded. As Talarik set to throw once again, hit down the right side, and that will sail out of play.
I'm surprised he moved Lansanese. Coach moved Lansanese to the left side of second base in the outfield because Sullivan's just been shooting to the right side.
Yeah. Well, now if you look at Kuderer in right field, he's way off the line now.
He is.
Apparently they feel that Sullivan's going to pull this baseball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch by Talarik hit back our way again.
Yeah, and Swearingen's not playing that far off the bag at third base either.
Yeah.
This is, again, love the strategic part of baseball. That, to me, is what makes it great.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Sullivan back in. Runners at first and second. 3 runs across here for Franklin in inning number 2. As Talarik set to throw, the pitch on the way, popped him up. That'll sail out of play to our right. So again, the ball hit to the right side. We will stand 1-2 now here for Sean Sullivan.
Love that there are 2 Seans in this lineup.
I do too. I can't add enough Sean.
You can. I just, spelling's different.
That's
all.
right.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Sullivan. But the damage already done here in the top of the second as Franklin picks up 3 runs. Franklin on top 3-1. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Comes at you fast, so it's important to have some help along the way.
Ah, my favorite patient. Ah, my favorite patient.
When the dust settles, it doesn't always end as anticipated. Embrace the journey and care for the ones around you.
My favorite patient.
For everything else and every stage in between,
my favorite patient.
Methodist Sports Medicine is here for you.
Back once again here at Municipal Stadium. I was kind of watching Aiden Talarik when he left the field. Coach Sakasitz, the pitching coach, out there to greet him early, and they talked to him quite a bit right there after that rough half inning.
Yeah, they did. There was a little powwow just outside of the dugout, along with the catcher Embry, and I'm sure they talked about strategy and how to face the lineup going forward. Or as we can see, some movement down in the Earlham bullpen already.
Yeah, they have a person up. Nothing, at least throwing-wise yet, but they are moving around down there a little bit. As now Tilly has a 3-run lead as we move to the bottom of inning number 2. It'll be Embry, Kuderer, and Swearingen all due up for the Quakers.
A chance to turn the lineup over here if you're Earlham, with these 3 guys get back to the top and get something going like they had in the top of the first. Or bottom of the first.
Embry 318 on the year, 2 home runs. He has driven in 26 as Tilly works from the stretch, and the pitch is in there for strike 1.
I'm in that mode of the darker uniform being the away team.
One on the way is outside. Of course, you speak of that, and anytime I watch an NBA game, they're both wearing dark sometimes.
They're changing it all up. It's crazy now.
Tilly's 1-1 pitch on the way. Good job that time by Demkovic to frame that one across, 1-2. Of course, I can't tell what the Miami Heat are wearing half the time. They change colors every other afternoon.
They got multiple colors on one uniform.
That one a little bit high, 2-2. Remember the day when you just had a road uniform and a home uniform?
A white and a gray.
That was it. Not anymore. Break-even pitch on the way. Soft tapper toward the third baseman, Wood. His low throw dug out there by Early. There's one away.
Another good play by Wood, letting the hop get to him on the turf. You got to play it. That's one thing with infielders. You have to have your mind set on, okay, what am I going to do with these balls considering I'm on turf now when I'm normally on grass or dirt. You've got to play it differently so it doesn't end up playing you.
Here is Jordan Kuderer at the plate, takes the first pitch for a strike, 318 on the year, a home run. He has driven in 13. What might even be more odd as I wait for this next pitch, a little bit off the plate, is you see a Kansas City Royals fan right there.
Right behind home plate, yeah.
There's a Royals fan in the world. What's he thinking?
Hey, I have a sister lives in Kansas City. They're Royals fans.
There's a bunt on the left side. I didn't know they existed, so I'm just.
My roommate, my senior year of college, one of my best friends in college, Kansas City Royals fan.
I don't know too much about Kansas City Royals nowadays, but I remember Frank White and Freddie Patek, and you
George
had
Brett.
Amos Otis, and George Brett. That one hit down the line, could be trouble. Lipscomb on the run, makes the catch deep in the corner. Great play by Lipscomb.
Wow, he just kept going and going and going, and got to the point where he almost got it to the wall.
Well, he robbed Kuderer there of extra bases, and so now that'll bring up Zach Swearingen. 253 on the year with a home run and 24 runs driven in.
Can't forget Brett Saberhagen and Dan Quisenberry.
Yeah, I don't want to forget them. There's a Pitch in there for a strike. I just am aging myself. When
me too. I mean, I loved coming out of the bullpen in the All-Star games. You took Colby versus Quisenberry. Is like, is this the Australian All-Star game? Everybody's coming from down under.
1-1 to Swearingen. The pitch by Tilley on the way is in there for a strike 2. Earlham crowd didn't like that one.
But again, it's that glove side that the umpire is giving him the outside corner.
1-2 pitch. That one for sure is outside. We'll go to 2-2.
That was a little bit too far to try and get the call on that one. Yeah, I always love these polls and stuff they throw out on social media. Who's the best outfield arm you've ever seen?
That one hit straight back.
And I always go back, 1975 All-Star game. Dave Parker.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing out Brian Downing at home plate.
Yep.
Greatest throw tag combo, him and Gary Carter, of all time.
That pitch caught the outside corner. Swearingen caught looking. That'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of inning number 2. Franklin on top 3-1. This is Championship Baseball, an HCAC TV powered by IndianaSRN.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
Woo! My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on!
Get a look at Aiden Telerik back out for another inning of work. Again, got roughed up a little bit there in the second, so now is, he's got to settle down a little bit here. Doesn't want to give up anything else to a Franklin ball club that can score runs in bunches. Had that good first inning, and you take a look at that defensive play again by Lipscomb.
Going back away from him to the corner with the fence and the track. It's a very nice play.
That was a nice defensive play. We saw a really good defensive play in that first game. Rose Holman, second baseman, diving all out to make a stop just behind the bag and flip it on to the shortstop to get an out, and that's right there with it. As now here is Logan Demkovich, 0 for 1. But again, we already talked about his numbers.
Well, we'll see how much that talk sank in at the last inning with Telerik here, starting off with the tough hitter.
First pitch on the way is fouled away. Good cut there by Demkovich. Yeah, you could kind of tell he was down a little bit after that first inning, and one thing you got to do there is just pump him back up and tell him everything's okay. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, we're still way early in this ball game.
So Telerik set to throw once again. Here's the 0-1 and hit straight back foul.
And they keep coming back towards us.
Yeah, we got a few of those headed our way here in game number 2. Again, after this one, Sean will hang around and be ready for the third game of the day. That one off his fist. Lansanese is there. Lansanese, to make the play at second base, and an easy out of the maybe best hitter in the lineup. Here's Matt Early.
0 for 7 so far, but they're 1-0 with the lead here in the second game, so you can't complain a ton.
It's like playing without John Morant, right?
Yeah.
Still go out and play and still win.
Beat him by 40.
That's right. Matt Early singled and scored in the second. Telarik's pitch on the way, high and outside, 1-0.
Again, it's interesting. He sets up on the far first base side of the rubber.
Yeah, he's one of the few that I've ever seen do that. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Probably just a comfort thing. And
yeah, you don't see a ton of righties do that.
Yeah. The 1-1 pitch fouled off at the plate, 1-2.
Does Jarrett think that this game's over? I mean, he's got a long way to go for it.
Dean told me he was going to sit out there and get some sun, but he's up back up here where it's cooler.
Man, if he thinks it's too hot and he's in his early 20s, just wait.
Oh, man. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, you get older, and the heat kills you and the cold kills you. You know, there's not a happy medium.
And then you come out of winter with,
white legs.
This beautiful. Do I even have legs? I can't. They're transparent. They're so white.
Break-even pitch just off the outside corner, 3-2. Yeah, you don't want to look at mine. They're ugly whether they're got a little burn or not. So
I burn, I peel, I'm white again. That's how it works for me.
Payoff pitch on the way, grounded toward the shortstop Swearingen, who will charge and throw, and 2 away.
Nice throw on the run, getting his balance, getting the ball out of his glove for him not hurrying it, making the throw and getting the out.
Earlham had their field built a few years ago, all turf, so they work on that every day. So playing on turf is very, very familiar for them. As Tyson Lipscomb will step to the plate, flew out his first time up. Lark's first pitch on the way. Boy, I'd love to see where that is. He missed by a whole lot.
Don't want to jinx him, but he's come back really strong this inning.
Yeah, he sure has, and that's a huge confidence lifter to get number 3 and 4 relatively easy. Is that pitch in there for a strike?
Hey, this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written consent and permission of the HCAC is prohibited.
I'm glad you did that. I forgot to do that in the last game. I thought that,
I just looked down and saw it, and I thought, there's a break, I'll just go for it.
I knew somebody in the last game should have done that. He had it right in front of him.
Isn't that the color guy's job?
It is. Yeah, pick up the pieces where I miss.
We pick each other up.
Yeah, well, he was thinking more about that tan. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss.
And the sandwich.
And he ate pizza earlier, too. That'll do it for Franklin here in the third. Franklin on top 3-1. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN. Back once again as we head to the bottom of the third. And, Sean, you have a lot of folks that are tuned in, and you want to say hi.
I do. We have Chris Hamilton, Craig Bland, Marnie Bennington, Danny Guggens, Mitch Blankenspore, Zach Talent, Kristen Stank, Gary Lipscomb, Deb Myers.
Wow.
Hi, Debbie. Myra Young and Dan Dutcher. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all of you.
By the way, she loves you. And Mitch Blankenspore, the former SID at Earlham College, is now over in Ohio.
Deb all the way out in New York.
Pitches outside as Christian Lansanese will step to the plate for the second time. Singled and scored the only run of the ball game so far today for the Quakers. Pitch is a little low from Tilley, 2-0.
See if they can get something going. Lansanese singled and scored in the top of the first.
The pitch by Tilley on the way. This one lined into left field, coming over and sliding as Lipscomb can't make the catch as it falls in for Lansanese. And now here's Nathan Lansanese. We'll wait and see what they score that
Yeah,
one.
we'll have to look at the official score.
Gave him a hit. All right, so Christian Lansanese will get credit for the base hit. Here's Nathan Lansanese, who walked in the first inning.
That was a tough play because it was kind of fading. like my golf drive was slicing.
But you still always manage to get in on the green. That's what the key is. That one gets away from Demkovic. That'll be a pass ball. Nathan left stranded at third back in that first inning. The Quakers had just one out, runners at first and third, and were unable to get more than one.
And if not for a foul tip throw out, they might not have got any.
That's right. 1 ball and 1 strike as Nathan has that one land up here close to us.
Oh, yeah, I get on the green eventually. Eventually. I won't say how many strokes it takes me to get after I slice my drive, but.
But who's looking? You could just.
Nah.
Ground ball left side gets through. Christian Lansanese will make his way toward the plate and head first slide, and the Quakers on the board give Nathan Lansanese the RBI base hit. Quakers now down 3-2.
Wow, these two young men get after it. Base hit, pass ball, base hit, and there you go. You down a run, nobody out, and your big gun coming to the dish.
So here is Andrew Bradley, struck out back in the first inning. And 16 home runs on the year, and the first pitch by Tilley, swing and a miss. Runner takes off, easily stealing second base.
That wasn't even really close. Great jump by Lansanese.
So that's 19 of 22 on the year for Nathan.
I know I asked you this last night, and I know the answer, but still. Have you ever slid head first on turf?
No.
Yeah, it just seems weird, doesn't it?
Pitch is up high. I guess maybe we should try it between innings and see how it feels.
Maybe after all the games are over last night, go out so we can explain it to people, because it just seems weird to me.
You want to see what it feels like to do without gloves, though.
Oh.
Pitch is high and outside, 2-1.
What they call a balk?
Must have. Yep, because the runner did go to third, so a balk call on Tilley.
They saying he didn't stop? Kind of looked like what the third base umpire was.
I got it, Jerry, if you wanted an explanation.
Well, we're going to have a visit to the mound. Let's go to Keith Myers.
He did not pause, fellas. He's got to pause. He went right straight through. He didn't wait a whole second. That's why that's a balk.
For those of you at home, what happens is when they're in the stretch, pitcher brings their arms up and they come to the what they call the set, has to stop. But if you kind of have all one motion, then that's what he was signaling with that balk is he never stops. So therefore, balk and the runner gets the next base.
The pause has to be at least 1 second.
Here is Nathan's base hit right there. That's going to be Christian's base hit, isn't it? Yep, that's going to be Christian's. See the Franklin coach talking with the players here as the Earlham Quakers get a run across, threatening again here in the third. That's the swing by Christian.
Now what you're looking for Andrew Bradley, and one of the things I think maybe why the coach came out is Bradley's looking for a ball up in the zone that he can lift and get in the air. Worst case scenario, you want a fly ball to get a sac fly and get that run home.
Yeah.
So he's looking up in the zone. So maybe they're telling him stay down in the zone, make him hit in the ground.
So the pitch on the way is low and outside for a ball.
But then again, the infield's playing back, so it looks like a ground ball is they're going to concede a run.
Bradley back in. Tilley set to throw on the pitch is a breaking ball that stays up high, 3-1.
Boy, he looked like he wanted to offer that, didn't he?
He did. Bradley able to hold off for the last moments there as Nathan Lansanese down at third, swing and a miss.
Pulled the string on him. It's one of those ones you feel like Bugs Bunny where you spin around and swing and miss 3 times.
Well, time called here by Bradley. Quakers try to tie it up here in the bottom of inning number 3 as Tilley set to throw once again. Came back with another breaking ball, missed inside. A walk to Bradley, and that'll bring up Maxwell Freeze.
I don't think Franklin's overly upset with that, because now if you get a nice hard ground ball to the middle infield, you can, even though you give the run up, you get 2 and nobody's on base with 2 outs, you're back to even. You just don't want the big inning.
Exactly. So let's see what Freeze will do. He reached on an error in the first inning. Now the Quakers have runners at first and third. The pitch hit foul. Freeze jumping all over that pitch.
Yeah, he's the one that hit the ground ball to Reed, that Reed had trouble and kicked off his glove in the first.
Rose Holman is here. They are awaiting the third game of the afternoon. They had a long one, over 3 hours in that earlier contest. Put us behind about an hour here as that pitch blowing outside. We'll go to 1-1.
Pitch clock.
That's right. Let's start it right now.
MLB needs to quit tinkering. Just juice the balls again, and everything will be fine.
1-1 pitch on the way, hit into center field. Sullivan going back on it. Runner third will tag. Lansanese will score, and we're tied at 3 apiece. Freeze will get credit for the RBI, number 28 on the year.
You'll take that if you're Earlham, because now you're back to square.
Taking another look at it, you see Sullivan going back to make the catch as Cameron McCabe will step to the plate. With 1 away, 2 runs across. Still a runner down at first base, and the pitch is in the dirt. And McCabe ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. So now Franklin 4 hits on the day, the Quakers with 3. McCabe back in as Tilley set to throw on the pitch. Fastball outside, 2-0. So now what we had witnessed on the other side, we see right here. The 2-0 pitch on the way, down the line, but foul.
Ooh. That was close.
So now McCabe at 2 balls and a strike as the ball caroms out into left field.
You got the ground ball you wanted. Now just hit it to somebody, and they can turn it over, roll it over, and get in the dugout.
Bradley the lead down at first base. He will not run a whole lot. That pitch in there for strike 2. Bradley only 3 of 5 on the year. Quakers have 5 different players that have stolen at double figures. Breaking ball stays inside, 3-2.
Big pitch here.
The stretch by Tilley and the payoff pitch lined in left field. That'll be a base hit right in front of Lipscomb.
Boy, he came in and he took that turf bounce, almost got over his head.
So here's Devin Baisley. Baisley grounded out back in the first inning, and Earlham trying to keep this inning going. There you see the hit by McCabe.
Seeing some activity down in the Franklin bullpen.
Yeah, Lipscomb did a pretty good job of reacting to that ball coming off the turf the way he did, able to reach up and make sure it didn't squirt by him as the pitch is in there for a strike. Baisley has driven in 32 runs this year. Right behind Bradley, who has a team best 47, but 32 pretty good.
It's very good.
But he's down on the count now at 0-2.
I'm digging the socks as well.
Like those?
Yeah, I do. Especially without the stirrups. I just like the stripes.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the third. Tilley check the runner. The pitch is outside. Bradley now down at second base. That is Cameron McCabe at first. Quakers trying to take the lead here in the inning. The throw to second not in time. This time, instead of Sanders covering the base, it was Reed from second base coming over. Tilley comes set. Here's the pitch, and he misses outside, 2-2.
Again, Lipscomb in left field playing very deep, but Thomas in right field playing extremely shallow, and Sullivan kind of playing straight up. It's a really interesting alignment out in the outfield.
Pitch on the way. Outside corner. Beasley thought it was too far outside. He is caught looking. So there's 2 away, and that'll bring up Easton Embry.
That's a big out for Tilley.
See Beasley heading back to the dugout and a little frustrated right there on that call, but now here's Embry, who's 0 for 1 today. So 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Long inning here for Tilley. Swing and a miss.
Nice breaking ball. Love Embry getting out and practicing his hip movement.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
The stretch by Tilley. The pitch. Way outside, 1-1.
You know, you hear a lot of analysts talk about keeping quiet, keeping your head still, the core of your body still, and then just loading up on that back leg so you can come forward and unleash.
You want to be really relaxed.
Yes.
Swing and a miss again by Embry. 2 home run cuts right there.
Because you see that a lot, too, in the major leagues. Guys will flutter their hands on and off the bat, or they'll drop the bat. That's them trying to get in that relaxed mode because you can't be tight.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Reed takes it on the hop, throws on to first, and that'll do it for Earlham here in the bottom of the third. But they pick up 2 runs to tie this one. We're knotted at 3. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
They always used to tell us, don't make sawdust with your bat. Don't squeeze it so hard.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. Why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified applicants.
Well, we're back here at Municipal Stadium in Kokomo. Quakers able to get a couple of runs there to tie this ball game. As we head to the 4th, it'll be Noah Wood, Sean Thomas, and then Case Starkey. And for Aiden Talarkey, see the right-hander right there, got some run support. Now he probably feels a little bit better about things.
I'm sure he does. Now that he's back to even, he's like, okay, they picked me up. Now it's time for them. Now it's time for me to do my job and go 1, 2, 3 and get back in that dugout. Just checking out our Royals fan down here.
How is he?
Seems to be doing okay. And Dodger fan with the black Dodger hat on next to him.
That I've never figured out either.
And an old school Braves hat too.
There you go.
The old cursive A, the Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't understand the black hat though. If your team is blue like the Dodgers, black. Come on.
They want to sell product. It's marketing.
Here's Noah Wood. Talark's first pitch on the way. Do I sound old when I start complaining about that?
I'm one of those guys. You know, I'm with you. If you don't have black in your uniform, you shouldn't have black uniforms.
Exactly. Fly ball into right field. Cooterer is there as he camps under and makes the catch. One away here in the fourth.
It'd be like Franklin coming out with the black uniform. It would make no sense.
No sense at all. Maybe they call that their Sunday uniform. You know?
Yeah. Their City Connect jersey.
That's right. Here is Thomas. Single and a run scored in the second. Talarik, this one hit high in the air down the left field line. That's way out of play.
Holy smokes. He absolutely unloaded. I think that hit the picnic area out there.
It did.
Holy cow.
And you notice the gentleman that's out there did not flinch at all.
No, he didn't.
He's coolly and calmly now going to walk toward the baseball.
It's like, what was that? I heard something. But man, if he doesn't get so far out in front of that, that is a long home run.
Thomas has just one home run this year. That would have been a huge number, too, as that pitch is inside. I just think the guy that was out there is acting so nonchalant, like this is no big deal.
Because he knows he's on TV.
That's right. He's just going to walk slowly and get that ball. There's a strike. 1-2 now to Thomas. Talar gave up those 3 runs in the second inning, and he gets Thomas looking on that one. So 2 away, and that'll bring up Case Starkey.
It's Talarik's third strikeout, and it's amazing what your offense picking you up can do for your confidence. We're seeing it right now in Talarik.
Yeah, he's come back strong here in the third and fourth. Starkey hit that big triple in the second inning. Swings in this one and fouls it out of play.
And the center fielder shading more towards right field after he hit that gap in between them last time. As we mentioned, his first triple of the year.
Yeah. Coming at a great time as he steps back in. Talarik set to throw, gets the sign from Embry. Taps this one foul. And he's quickly down at 0-2. Could be 3 of 4 innings right here for Talarik. Going 1, 2, 3, but he'll get a new baseball first. So how does Aiden know he doesn't get that ball back later? Didn't I ask you that last night,
I think he knew because they just threw it out. Normally, the umpire he'll keep it in his little pouch, but there must have been a scuff or something on that one.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one pulled to the right side. Freeze will back up on it. Talar covering the bag. Got him. Bang, bang play at first base. Nice play for the Quakers and Aiden Talar to get over there to get that final out. We will head to the bottom half of the fourth. We're tied at 3. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Well, we have a new pitcher now, left-hander coming in for Franklin, as Tyler Wick will step in for the Grizzlies, and the left-hander set to throw for the first time here today. We'll give you some numbers on Wick. This is his 13th appearance, 19 innings on the year. He has struck out 19, walked 14. See where his ERA is listed on their stat sheet here. He has an ERA of 8.05.
Ooh.
It's up there a little bit.
We can close the book on Tilly. 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a balk.
And he looked good at times, but then Earlham able to come back. And I'll be curious now. You go with Wick. Not have been that effective this year, but they like the left-hander in this situation?
Yeah, I think some of it has to do maybe with the lineup. Now, Cooter is the only lefty in the lineup for Earlham, but it is 8-9.
First pitch is outside, 1-0. Cooter is 0 for 1 this afternoon. So Tilly done, as you mentioned, just going the 3 innings. Showing bunt that time was Cooter, and he pulls away.
Makes you wonder if he pulled Tilly, because Tilly struggled with the top of the order. Christian Lansanese on twice, scored twice. Nathan Lansanese, a walk and a hit, scored once. Those top 2 guys really gave Tilly trouble.
There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike now to Cooter. It's Cooter, Swearingen, and then back to Christian Lansanese at the top of the order. 2-1 pitch in there for strike 2.
Outside of 1, 2, and 3 for Earlham, Tilly mowed everybody down.
He did. So the pitch by Wick on the way. Got him looking. Cooterer will head to the dugout. 1 away. That'll bring up Zach Swearingen.
I got something. Jerry Anderson has just walked in.
Second time an Earlham hitter has been caught looking. Swearingen is one of them as the bunt attempt back to the screen. And I understand Keith Myers has some interesting information for us.
I just found out that the Anderson bus just almost ran me over, and they are here.
What were you doing out there?
I was trying to get a foul ball.
Ah.
That little 5-year-old is too fast for me.
He couldn't catch a ball when he was playing in Little League, so now he's trying to get the foul balls as an adult.
I asked the kid for $5. I told the kid I'd give him $5, and he took off running over.
I told you inflation. They want more now.
Back to you.
Pitches outside, 2-1.
Troy, you can just sell one of your autographs and use that money to get the ball for Keith. How about that?
Whose autograph am I selling?
Yours.
Yeah, right. 2-1 to Swearingen. Tell Keith to stay out of the parking lot, number 1. Here's your 2-1 pitch. Fly ball, shallow right. Thomas on the run, and it's going to fall in for a base hit.
Wow.
That one right in between Reed and Thomas down the right field line.
That is about the highest you will see a ball stay in the air and go for a single.
Take a look at this again.
Unbelievable. He couldn't have thrown it in any better spot.
Here's Christian Lansanese, who is now 2 for 2 today. A couple of runs scored, and this is where the problem has been for Franklin today, is the top of that Earlham order.
We see Wick now. Wick's on the far third base side of the mound.
Yes, he is. That pitch is outside, 1-0. Swearingen down at first base, 10 of 10 in the stolen base department this year.
That's a good percentage.
Very good.
I can do that math.
And he's got a decent lead, and Franklin knows it.
Now that I think about it, that might be one of the reasons they brought Wick in as a lefty, with Lansanese being able to get on base so much, and as much as they run, the pickoff move of Wick could play in here.
1-0 pitch on the way is outside. Boy,
of course,
you better be real careful.
Yeah, exactly. You want to make sure and try and get him out first.
So now he falls behind to Christian Lansanese at 2 balls and no strikes. Quakers put 2 runs on the board to tie this game in the third. Now Wick set to throw. popped him up, foul and out of play. And I was watching Swearingen down at first, and he was heading back on the move that time by Wick.
Boy, you get lefties that have good moves, and it can throw you off.
Yeah.
It's the last thing you want is to get picked off.
I know, and they ought to be illegal. I mean, left-handers, there's something not right about those people. Here's the 2-1. A little bit outside, 3 balls and a strike.
They're definitely their own genre of people, that's for sure. I didn't say it was bad.
Yeah, just different.
I remember Mark Burley was playing in Cleveland, and Joe West was at first base.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that did not go well for Mark Burley.
Swing and a miss. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Not in time. And Swearingen now a perfect 11 of 11 in the stolen base department.
Good throw. Might have made a close play. But early in the game, Burley has a pickoff. Doesn't look. Joe West calls him for a balk.
Okay.
And he's like, what? Come on. Next time around, Burley throws over to first again. West calls him for a balk. Burley takes his glove off and just tosses it at the ground by his feet, and Joe West ejects him.
Really? That one hit foul down the right side.
Yeah, and then this year, since Joe West retired last year, they were talking to him about it. He goes, well, if Burley's going to throw his glove 30 feet in the air, I'm going to eject him. But if you watch the play, it's like he literally takes his glove off and just kind of tosses it at his feet.
So he doesn't know 30 feet from 2 feet.
No. And Hawk Harrelson was none too happy as announcing that game.
Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Missed it outside, and now the Quakers have runners at first and second. And Nathan Lansanese will step to the plate.
Everybody talks about Harry Carey being a homer, but Hawk Harrelson was a pretty big homer on the south side for the White Sox.
Yeah. Nathan today walked in the first, singled and scored after a stolen base, and, of course, we had that balk call in the third inning. So now Nathan will step to the plate. Quakers have a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch hit straight back foul. See what Wick has in store here for Nathan Lansanese as he steps back in. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. If you just joined us, we're a little bit behind in the ball game simply because of the length of game 1. Runners are going to take off. The throw down to third. Tag laid on, but he dropped the baseball. Wood loses it. And getting up and heading to home is Swearingen. On to third is Christian Lansanese, and the Quakers lead it 4-3.
Wow, Wood thought he had him tagged out, but lost the ball and didn't know.
So the Quakers get the double steal and the run scored, and now lead it by 1. And now a chance to get another run with Christian Lansanese down at third.
And they had him. It was a good throw. Mm-hmm. Beat him by plenty.
Ground ball foul, third base side. Going to take another look at it right here, and both runners got a really good jump, especially at second base. Yeah, he kind of did that swipe tag, and the next thing you know, he was looking to throw to second or see where the runner was, and it popped out of his glove.
Do they just call that a stolen base, or is there an error on that?
So we get the stolen base and an error. That'll be the second error as Nathan Lansanese will strike out for out number 2. And here is Andrew Bradley.
Two errors now on Franklin. Both cost him runs.
Yes, he did. Pitches outside to Bradley. Bradley walked his last time up. Struck out also in the first inning. So Christian Lansanese down at third. Chance here for the Quakers to get another run. popped up right side. Could be playable for early in foul territory. It is, as he'll squeeze that one. But Earlham picks up a run here in the bottom half of inning number 4. After 4 complete, Earlham 4, Franklin 3. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
You know, Aiden Talarik has gone from the lead early. He gives up the 3 runs in the second, falls behind. You saw the conference they had with him before he got to the dugout. He comes back out, shuts him down in the next couple of innings. Now he has the lead again. It's an emotional roller coaster ride that sometimes you have in baseball. Huh?
It is, and I think that's one of the things that the coaches talked about in the little powwow after the second inning was like, plenty of baseball left. We got guys that can get on base. We can manufacture runs, which is what they have done. It's like, you just settle down and get outs, hit your spots, and we'll be good. And, you know, like we said, except for that hiccup in the second, he's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's pitched very well. In fact, he's retired 7 in a row as Colby Reed is set to come to the plate. And now the home plate umpire and the third base umpire are getting together, and they're walking out toward Aiden Talarik. They're going to check him for a illegal substance.
Wow.
Interesting. Now, where did that come from?
That's a great question.
They're checking his hat, his glove, and everything.
Jerry, I got something.
Let's go down to Keith.
Well, it's very interesting, fellas. Coach Marshall immediately went and checked, asked the umpire to check his hat, his belt, his arm. So if you're going to hide Vaseline, you put it in your hair. That's what I used to do, Troy. I put it in my hair.
Did he have hair?
Well, no, it shined my hair up, though.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, the little 5-year-old finally gave me my ball back.
Did you notice down there how the Earlham coach just kind of
He's enjoying it.
Gave the old, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Stop.
It's sportsmanship. Back to you.
So Talarik, the first pitch, popped up to the right side. Second baseman Lansanese is there to make the catch, and I guess it didn't matter either way, huh?
It did, and maybe this, you know, it can the mind game, the chess game. Either way, it could either like what is going on and kind of throw things asunder, or you can fire them up.
Yeah,
it's a tightrope that you walk on.
Well, we're going to find out as Sanders, the leadoff hitter, steps in and nearly got hit by the pitch. Well, you can see Talarik, he was shaking his head like, I take all my hat off, you got my glove, whatever you want to check. But
at least we didn't have, a Joe Girardi. Oh, that one's going to get out of play, I think.
Popped up as Embry gives it a long look. Ouch. That almost hit that nice lady down there.
Because they had, with Max Scherzer when he was with the Nats, Joe Girardi with the Phillies, they checked him numerous times, and the managers almost got into it. Joe Girardi is ready to go. Like, good thing we didn't have that because they're both on the third base line.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, check swing. He does not go around.
And then earlier this year, they're like, Garrett Cole has a stain on the back of his pants, and he keeps going back there to rub it. And then finally in the press conference, he goes,
here's a high fly ball in left field, driving McKay back, and a home run by A.J. Sanders ties the ball game at 4 apiece. This is definitely a hitter's ballpark.
That one, yeah, he sent that one out easily as the wind has picked up some.
6th home run of the year. Each team now with 5 hits. You see the celebration right there. I guess that if I were Franklin, I might have him check his glove again.
Exactly. Well, anyway, what I was saying was you can see the replay here. He was just sitting dead red and got it and lift and separate.
Boy, that one hit the walkway out there too. Hot shot down the line. That'll be extra bases. Deep in the corners, McCabe. As Sullivan heads to second with a stand-up double and back-to-back extra base hits now for Franklin.
Franklin got fired up a little bit by this too.
They did.
Anyway, to finish my story finally, they asked Garrett Cole about it in the press conference. He goes, I got a pimple on my bleep. Dude, what do you want? Now, do I believe Garrett Cole? Who knows?
Yeah, well, maybe he does.
Maybe he does.
Here's that shot down the line. Look at that.
Right past Basley.
We have a visit now to the mound once again as Franklin coming right back to tie this ball game. It is not Steve Sakasitz out there visiting with the infield and Talarik. Well, to be honest with you, that's the first time I've seen that at this level of college baseball.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before, so.
Interesting ploy on Franklin's part, and it makes you wonder if this visit to the mound is like, you got the first 2 outs, it didn't bother. Okay, let's hit our spots again.
So here is Logan Demkovich. He's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 7 now in this tournament, so he's, you might say, due about now, huh?
I think he's looking to turn and burn right here if he gets one.
The stretch by Talarik, and he comes inside with a off-speed pitch and misses 1 ball, no strikes.
He saw his buddy Sanders do it. I think he wants to join the club.
So with all the home runs we have seen between yesterday and today, should I say this is a hitter's ballpark? I mean, it seems to be.
It seems, especially with the way that wind's been blowing all day, yeah.
Talarik, a long look at second base. Now comes home with a pitch, and it's in there for a strike.
Whenever you're ready. No, we'll wait till this inning.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. Two balls and 1 strike. Pitch in there for strike 2.
Demkovich not real happy with both those calls on the inside and the outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Second baseman Lansanese trying to bluff the runner. Back hit by the third baseman Baisley into left field. Sullivan will score. He got a great jump down at second. And Demkovich with the double. And Franklin now leads it 5-4.
Man, he almost ran into an out there. The third baseman went to cover the bag. And Demkovich hits it right to him, but it's hit so hard it kicks up if you watch. He heads to third to cover for the throw. And, that's the first strike, and we'll see this next pitch. But hits it right to him, but it just kicks up so fast.
I'm going to see Matt Early. Yeah, it did. It handcuffed Baisley down there at third base. So now Franklin comes back with 2 runs, and here is Early. Early singled back in the second inning. Popped him up on the right side. Freeze is there. Lansanese is there. Freeze will squeeze it for the out, 2 away.
Freeze with the squeeze.
Freeze with the I like that. Good job.
Well, I know you said it, so I just kind of put those 2 words. You can have it.
No, I think you own it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
can have that one. Here is Lipscomb. I think the way you brought it to the table was magnificent. So
appreciate that.
Sure. Lipscomb 0 for 2. Demkovich getting his first hit of the tournament down at second base. And the pitch is low and outside for a ball.
Just a back and forth game. You gotta love these kinds of games.
Quakers have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. Swing and a miss. Looks like Nate Hemrick is down in the bullpen. He is a native of Kokomo. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Lipscomb. 2 runs across here for the Grizzlies in the top half of inning number 5, trying to add another one here. Talark now set. The pitch on the way is low for a ball. One more game tonight, and then tomorrow we will have 2 games. We're not sure exactly when. We're kind of seeing what the rain looks like, right?
That is correct. We will keep you updated as much as we can. But following us is Rose-Hulman and Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
The loser of this game takes on the winner of that game.
And right now it's scheduled for 12:30, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the championship game would be around 3:30. If necessary on Sundays. That pitch is outside. But there had been some talk maybe moving, depending on the rain, at least get the 1 game in tomorrow and then maybe play 2 on Sunday.
That's possible.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, but right now, Aiden Talark down in the count at 3 balls and a strike. Lipscomb back in from the left side, the pitch, and he missed it. And now 3 hits in the inning and a walk. And here's Noah Wood.
I'm getting a signal from the bullpen whether or not he's ready.
Wood is 0 for 2 today. Struck out back in the 2nd inning and flew out in the 4th. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Talark with the pitch on the way. Caught the outside corner for strike 1.
Somebody else starting to work with the bands down there in the Earlham bullpen. Looks like they're going to have two guys up and ready to go.
Talark, a check of the runner at 2nd. Comes home with a pitch, and it stays up high. And that'll even the count at 1-1.
If he can get through this, though, five strong is you like that. If you're the Earlham staff, only down 1.
1-1 pitch hit toward the first baseman. Freeze will snag that one on the line drive, and a big out right there. But 2 runs across in the inning, and let's go to Keith.
Hey, fellas, here with one of the guys that are rubbing the baseballs with mud. And how many dozens you mudding?
Well, we're doing 24 dozen for this tournament. Being a college tournament, they will return these baseballs when they're fouled off. But so 24 dozen for 8, possibly 9 games.
It's incredible, guys, that they mud this. And, Sean, I know that you're used to mud and stuff because you always mud around the house, but this is a really nice little mud. Back up to you guys.
By the way, we were kind of talking a little bit with the SID at Rose-Hulman about where the balls have been hit and how they're leaving the ballpark when it's going to the left side. And you know, it really has been. I mean, the balls hit the left field, they're leaving out of here, and they're not only leaving the ballpark, they're sailing over there to the river or wherever that is, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, when the wind blows, it's the flags are dead now, but when the wind blows, it's blowing out to left. So you take that 20-foot difference and add the wind to it.
Yeah.
It's like the being a big Cubs fan, I know Jerry loves that I have to mention that. Watching, they have this technology where they measure the wind, and it gives you a reading of how many feet less or further the ball will go depending on the wind direction. It's really cool.
Wow.
It's like if you hit it to left field, it's going to go 11 feet farther with the wind blowing in, as opposed to right field where it's green and it's like 6, so it's going to go 6 feet farther that direction. It's super interesting how all the technology is really advancing the game.
Do you want me to adjust my game to try to hit it where the wind is blowing the most?
Well, I don't think they have that in the dugout, but at least for us at home, we're like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Freeze will lead things off, and he swings and hits that one foul. No balls and a strike. Freeze, McCabe, and Baisley now here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back and forth here today. Franklin, no runs in the first, 3 in the second, no runs in the 3rd and 4th, but pick up 2 more in the 5th. Next pitch on the way, gets away from Demkovich. And the count even at 1-1 is Wick back out there for another inning of work for Franklin. Quakers went 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, and a single run in the 4th.
We'll see if Tularik takes the bump next inning.
Pitches up high, 2 balls. Hemrick is still in the bullpen, the right-hander for the Quakers, so we very well may see him next. Pitch inside, nearly got a piece of Freeze, and he's ahead in the count at 3-1. The 3-1 pitch on the way is high and inside, and Freeze the leadoff walk.
You don't like walks, you despise leadoff walks.
Yeah. And by the way, there's now a 41 is throwing down in the bullpen now for Franklin.
Can you hear me now, David? Okay.
So we may see a change here pretty soon if Wick can't get some outs going here in the 5th inning as Cameron McCabe will step to the plate. Pitch is low and outside, 1-0. And they called a balk too, didn't they? Second one.
Another one, same thing, not stopping.
So now the Quakers have the tying run down at second base, and we're going to have a visit to the home plate umpire.
What he's saying is if he didn't stop, it should have been the first base umpire to call it with him being a left-handed pitcher.
I don't think he's going to win that argument, is he? Well, why stop there? Head out to second. Maybe you get a different opinion. You get 3 opinions here.
Bring them all together. Have a conference.
Why not? So McCabe steps back up. The stretch by Wick and the pitch as he shows bunt, able to pull away. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Do you think at some point in this game the Earlham coach is going to ask them to check a pitcher from Franklin?
I thought the same thing a little bit ago.
Or something of that nature, just to be like, oh, really? That's what you're going to do? Okay, here's what we're going to do now. Coaches are known for that.
I bet they are. The 1-0 pitch is outside. Take that back. Should be 3-0. 7 hits on the day for Franklin, 5 hits for the Quakers, but with Freeze down at second base, you have a opportunity to tie this ball game.
A number to lose large is that errors for Franklin, too.
Ball is low, and McCabe will head down to first base. Back-to-back walks given up by Wick, and they're going to bring him on back. The balk now takes away the 1
That's
ball,
right,
so
yes.
it is now just 3-0.
Yeah, the 2 errors for Franklin have led in 2 runs for Earlham.
Yeah.
So those have both made a huge difference as well, but it's still a one-run game, as you said.
Well, my money is that Wick, if he does end up walking McCabe right here, he may be done.
It is quite possible.
You have Baisley and Embry coming up next. They're 0 for 4 today, but both are right-handed hitters. As Wick comes set. And here's the 3-0 pitch, and he missed him anyway, so you don't have to worry about making a scratch on your scorebook.
Hey, I brought the white out, so.
That's right. There you go. So now runners at first and second. Here is Baisley, and no movement yet to bring in a right-hander. This is interesting here on Franklin's part.
Well, I saw the coach move, and here he comes up the steps.
Just a little bit of a slower walk here to give the bullpen a chance to get a couple of more warm-up tosses. They're going to come back with a right-hander here. That is one slow walk out there, too, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Really taking his time to get there. And this visit will last for just a little bit, but he's been down there a while in the bullpen, so it's not like he's not ready to go. And now the home plate umpire, when will he make his move to break up this meeting? He's now making his way out. Well, you talk about the cat and mouse continuing as the umpires go all the way out to the mound and say, let's go. So I think at this stage they're going to leave him in.
That's really interesting.
So Baisley is next. He has 32 runs driven in, as we mentioned, coming in. He did strike out looking his last time up, but you have a righty in the bullpen, and Coach apparently feels he's going to stay with Wick right here, whose numbers, again, are pretty big coming into this game. High ERA.
You see Early and Wood playing in as if there's going to be a sacrifice with nobody out here. Maybe why they left Wick in.
Yeah, he's looking like he's going to bunt right here, and he is. Pitch in the dirt, though. That could have been a big mistake right there. You know, as a pitcher, if you haven't thrown a ton of innings, you don't see situations like this very often. So
yeah,
you're not maybe used to it either. So
and that is a great point, Troy.
Freeze at second, McCabe at first. Quakers trying to tie the ball game here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Bunts at third base side. Coming off is Wick. His only play will be at first. So the sacrifice successful there for Baisley. And that'll bring up Easton Embry.
Kind of thought maybe you'd like the third baseman to get that, but as you can see his foot slip a little bit.
Easton 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. But now the tying run only 90 feet away. The go-ahead run at second base. Got to look there at McCabe down at second. Wick's going to stay in the ball game right here. Still with just one out, and the pitch is outside for a ball.
Early's playing even with the bag at first. Wood's a little bit behind the bag at third. Middle infield is back, so a ground ball to the middle of the infield will get you that tying run home.
The stretch by Wick, and the pitch on the way. Big cut and a miss.
But like we've said earlier, I think more than anything, looking for a ball up in the zone to try and lift, get it out in the outfield, get you a sacrifice fly at the very least.
I mentioned Wick a little bit ago. He's only thrown 19 innings coming in to this ball game as the pitch is low and inside. His ERA is over 8. And now trying to get out of the fifth inning. Wick will check the runner down at third, comes set, and the pitch on the way, hit well into right center field. That's going to be trouble as unable to get to it is Sullivan. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Embry makes the turn, and he holds up at second wisely as they got the ball back into the infield. but then it gets away from Wood down at third. But a big hit by Easton Embry to drive in 2.
You just said it a little bit ago, back and forth. Here we go again.
Well, then you have to kind of second guess yourself a little bit. Why do you leave Wick in there with the right-handed hitter up there and a left-handed pitcher? But we have now a pitching change. Wick is done for the afternoon, but the Quakers have taken the lead 6-5. We'll take a timeout. New pitcher on the way. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, the new pitcher for Franklin will be Jackson Young, and if you look at his numbers, and we'll run those down in a couple of moments, pitched a lot of innings this year. And he's going to get an opportunity to perhaps stop the Quakers here with the 2 runs already across, and we still have just 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, we do. Final line for Tyler Wick, 1 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a balk. So both pitchers so far for Franklin have had a balk, as we just watched a preview of A.J. Sanders' home run, which tied the game. Then Sean Sullivan scored on back-to-back doubles to give them the lead. But then 2 runs in this inning for Earlham. Now they've got the lead.
Kind of what you would expect between a 1 and 2 seed,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Jackson Young making his 12th appearance, 11 starts this year. 5-2 on the year, an ERA of 5.10. So the Quakers still have another runner out there, as at the plate will be Jordan Kuderer, and he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Quakers had 2 runs in the third, 2 more here in the 5th inning. The stretch by Young, the pitch on the way, low for ball 2.
The only inning Earlham hasn't scored was the second.
And that was 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Embry, Cooter, and Swearingen went 1, 2, 3. But ever since then, there's always something going on, brewing for Earlham.
Embry with that big double here in the inning. That's tapped. Nice job there by Young to snag that one. And wait a minute, they may have called a foul ball.
Well, what did they call there?
I think they called a foul ball. Yep, it was a foul ball.
What did it hit?
Hit off of Kuderer. So the Franklin coach is coming out, and he is saying something to the field umpire. And count's going to go to 2-1. They're saying that the field umpire made that call.
At this point, I don't think that Franklin coach is too long for this game. He may be getting a little hot under the collar. Maybe like, all right, fellas, you want to get fired up? Here we go. I'm about to go to the showers.
So Kuderer back in, 2 balls and a strike. Young, after making that nice snag, that's fouled away. We'll go to 2-2. Young will have to pitch now, still with just 1 away. Now we have seen some interesting things so far. So Cooterer back in. Embry the lead at second. The break-even pitch is outside for ball 3.
Another turning point in this game. It's been a wacky game.
Neither team able to get much of an edge for very long. Young, a check the runner at second. The pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Reed on his knees. The throw to first, not in time. Embry at third. I think that'll be a base hit.
I got a feeling that is going to be scored a base hit.
So here's Swearingen. Take another look at it right here.
Reed's had some issues. I mean, he's had some tough balls to deal with over there at first base.
Kind of took a little high hop on him right there. As he
did. Smart play by Early, though, to come off the bag to get the throw and look towards home, knowing the runner was rounding the bag at third.
So now Swearingen at the plate, runners at first and third. That pitch is low and outside by Young.
Boy, you really want that ground ball to the middle infield here. Sharp ground ball, roll it over and get out. But if not, they get another run, that call looms large again.
Runner takes off, no throw.
Scratch that thought.
Cooterer to second base without a throw. 2-0 now to Swearingen. Young will come set. Here's the pitch. Lined into right field. Thomas back on it. He'll make the catch. Runner at third. Embry will tag. The throw goes to third, not in time, and Earlham adds another run. 3 in the inning. And now lead this one 7-5.
And Cooterer advances to third on the play as well. So once again, you've got that stress of making sure to keep the ball in front of you if you're Demkovich.
Earlham now with the 3 runs, matching the 3 runs given up back in the second inning. As Young set to throw, and his pitch is high for a ball.
Lots of crooked numbers up there on the scoreboard.
You got that right. Here's that sacrifice fly that got the run in. Pitch by Young. Caught the outside corner for a strike. We're even at 1-1. Christian Lansanese so far today has been on base 3 times. Now ahead in the count of 2 balls and a strike. He had singled in the first and scored, singled in the third and scored, and then walked in the fourth.
We're still barely just past the halfway point.
Yeah. Pitch is low, 3-1. Yeah, we were, you're thinking about we've had some 1, 2, 3 innings. Well, just 2 of them. But other than that, it's been a long haul. 3 balls and a strike. Young with the pitch, grounded back up the middle. The second baseman, Reed, backhands and throws on to first. Gets the out there. But Earlham coming back with 3 runs of their own. We will head to inning number 6. Earlham on top 7-5. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably can help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's
have a new pitcher for the Quakers. It'll be Nate Hemrick. We'll talk about him in a couple of moments, but the final numbers today for Telerik.
Telerik, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Unofficially.
Always unofficially.
Well, yeah, got to rely on our man Kevin Lanke for the official stats.
Right.
From Rose-Hulman.
Nate Hemrick, by the way, making his 12th appearance. 28 innings, 35 hits, 18 runs, 14 earned, 31 strikeouts, and 12 walks. 2-1 on the year with an ERA of 4.50. And Nate, by the way, is from Kokomo. He'll be facing Thomas, Starkey, and Reed at 7, 8, and 9 here in the 6th inning.
Wonder how many tickets they gave him for his home. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's his college, not pro, my bad. Wonder if any of these guys have NIL deals.
Oh.
Can you have NIL deals in Division III?
I don't know why not.
Yeah. Kokomo Hemrick, sponsored by Kokomo Tire, go for it.
Thomas 1 for 2 with a run scored. He struck out looking in the 4th.
Well, the way this game's gone, we should expect 2 or 3 runs from Franklin now.
Yeah, no kidding. Hemrick's first pitch hit into center field, and 1 pitch, base hit by Thomas, 2nd of the day. Didn't waste a whole lot of time on that one. Here's Starkey. Starkey tripled back in the 2nd, scored a run, and he grounded out in the 4th.
I don't think Keith knows he just took some of my Tic Tacs that are Coca-Cola flavored. Because I got him in Atlanta.
He's not giving them back to you, is he? Or Starkey in, and the swing and a miss.
I'm a lover of all things Coke, so when I was in Atlanta, I had to go to the Coke store and got me some Coke Tic Tacs.
All right. Diet Coke or just regular Coke?
No. Regular Coke.
All right. Coke Zero Tic Tacs?
No.
Oh.
No. My youngest is a huge Diet Coke. I got him a Diet Coke shirt. My oldest is a huge Sprite fan. Got him a Sprite shirt. My mom's a collector of Coke items. I got her I hope she's not listening, but I got her this cool, remember the 70s songs I like to teach the world?
Yeah.
They had a limited edition set, and I got her a lunchbox. An old school lunchbox. Which is
Hey, Sean.
Yes.
Hey, Sean, I didn't like them, so I just put them back.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Just want to let you know.
This one hit well into center field. Lansanese is there, makes the catch, 1 away, and that'll bring up Reed. Colby Reed is 1 for 2 today.
Nice play to end the last inning defensively. Getting Lansanese on that sliding pick off the turf, going towards second base.
Reed singled back. He was a part of that 3-run 2nd inning. Hemrick set to throw on the pitch. Right in there for strike 1. Franklin is the number 1 seed. Earlham the number 2 seed. The winner advances to the championship game. And then you win one more, you get that bid to the NCAA Division III tournament.
That is true, and these teams are only separated by 1 game in conference play this year.
Throw to first, not in time. Sean Thomas down at first base there for the Grizzlies. Thomas 3 of 5 in the stolen base department this year.
Again, holding them off, and the gap between right and center field. You want to shoot the ball to the opposite way here.
Pitch on the way is just outside.
Especially if he's going to work outside. Go with it. Of course, easier said than done. That's why.
Yeah.
So that's why we've been up here a lot longer than we needed to be, because we couldn't be down there.
Well, and we've never lost a game up here, though.
That is true, though.
Yeah. Here's the stretch again by Hemrick, and the pitch on the way, hit to the right side and foul.
First base coach went matrix on that one.
So now Reed down to the count at 1-2.
You know who's really never lost a game?
Who's that?
Jerry Collins.
That's what I've heard.
He's just been tremendous today.
Undefeated at all levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Production with all the cameras. And
notice he scored a Jackrabbits hat.
He did. I'm kind of jealous.
I am too. He tried to trade me the Blackhawks, but that
Oh,
wasn't
no.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Swearingen will get the force at second. The relay to first, not in time.
He started to cover the bag on the steal, but then the ball got hit that way. He made a nice adjustment to come back and get at least the lead runner.
So here is A.J. Sanders back to the top of the order. You get another look at the ground ball. Wasn't too far off there, getting the double play.
You're keeping score at home.
We need to do that. We had that rundown last night.
6-4. We had the zip code rundown last night.
You did that well, too.
6-4 on the put out of Thomas.
Sanders off that home run in the fifth inning, back up. First look at Hemrick, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Franklin crowd didn't like that one too much.
And he walked in the second and then took one deep to left field. Wind's kind of picked up again.
Yeah, Franklin had back-to-back extra base hits, the home run, and then the double by Sullivan. This one hit well into left center field. That's going to be trouble. Reed heading around second. He kind of hesitates there. He's going to score on his way to third with the triple. Is A.J. Sanders.
My goodness, young man, have yourself a day.
He's on base 3 times and drives in the run. Reed, for whatever reason, as he was heading to third, I don't know if he stumbled or if he just hesitated, whatever the case may be, made it fine. But there you see the relay throw to third, a little collision there with the third baseman, Baisley.
He's got the two most difficult parts of the cycle.
He does.
The triple and the home run.
Yeah. And he may get 2 more at-bats. We'll see.
And Sullivan drove him in last time, or Sullivan doubled and scored last time.
7-6 your score, and now a chance to tie the ball game again here in the 6th inning. The pitch is outside, 1-0. What time you guys plan on going to bed tonight? It's going to be really late.
The next game's supposed to start in 5 minutes, just FYI.
One ball and no strikes. The stretch by Hemrick. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Shoot, comes to baseball. Just give me a cop back here in the broadcast booth.
I was going to say.
See what happened there is, look like the glove when he went to tag him hit him in the dome.
Sullivan back in. Sanders the lead at third. The stretch by Hemrick, the late kick and the pitch, and he nearly got him. Well, look out.
A little sweet chin music right there.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels on the mound out there. That was for Keith, the pro wrestling stuff.
What you going to do?
Lovely.
I talk Shawn Michaels and he gives me a Hulk Hogan.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Check swing. He goes around.
Ooh.
You know who's the really big wrestling guy? It's Sackassis.
Really? Nice.
He's got a wall full of memorabilia in his house.
Would he be jealous that I currently at my residence have a picture of me and Ricky Steamboat?
He might.
Yeah.
Good for you. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Sullivan strikes out in the inning, but a run on the board for Franklin. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Earlham on top 7-6. This is Championship Baseball, an HCAC TV powered by IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
James.
Hey, Sean and Troy is back at Kokomodos. Keith Myers with you as well. Hey, Sean and Troy, I got a trivia question for you.
Uh-huh.
What professional wrestler also played professional baseball?
The Macho Man.
There you go. You know, I interviewed Steve, Coach Steve from Earlham on Tuesday on our show, and one of the things, the first thing he said, Troy, was I need to spend at least 10 minutes on wrestling and 5 minutes on baseball.
Yeah.
Very, very great guy. And all these coaches this week have been a joy of just being, helping us out with the sports page and the things. They're excited about what we're doing, and the commissioner gives us permission to talk to every single coach. It was just a blast this week, and it ends possibly tomorrow or Sunday, so a lot of fun.
Hey, Keith,
at the ballpark. Yes, sir.
Do you know what position Randy Poffo, a.k.a. the Macho Man, played?
He played shortstop.
That is incorrect.
Oh, where did he play?
He was catcher.
Oh, was he?
He's in the Reds and Cardinals.
And then he went into wrestling. Of
Yes,
course,
sir.
the tool of ignorance worked him very well in the wrestling role.
He took a few headshots playing baseball, and he just walked right into wrestling.
Troy won't tell you this, but he body slammed Carmine, the wrestler, once.
Troy did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't mess with me.
Wish I'd have known that beforehand.
No kidding. He's scary up here. You notice he's carried up his belt when he came up.
Yeah. That's only one of the belts I have.
Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Keith. By the way, Chris Foote is the new pitcher now for Franklin. We'll give you his numbers in a moment. Nathan Lansanese at the plate, takes that one for a strike.
Fourth pitcher of the day for Franklin.
Nathan singled and scored back in the third. He walked in the first, struck out in the fourth. The stretch by Foote. That's hit foul. So on the year, Chris making his 21st appearance, 28 2/3 innings, giving up 32 hits, 37 strikeouts, 13 walks, and an ERA of 5.02. He's 0-3 on the year. Ball game at 2 hours and 10 minutes. High fly ball into center field. There is Sullivan. He'll squeeze that one for a quick out here in the sixth inning. Here's Andrew Bradley. With Saccasits, I would go to a Walmart or whatever, and I would take pictures and sending them to him because he needed a certain style and a certain model and everything. And if it wasn't, he'd say, "Don't
an
get
action
it."
figure."
Yeah.
Oh, then I need to tell him about this exhibition I went to because they were all over the place.
Really,
everywhere.
He'd have loved to have been there with you, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness! And to see the people lined up, to meet all these people, and it was unbelievable.
Hard hit into center field. This could be trouble. Sullivan going back on it. That'll fall against the fence as Bradley heads to second with a stand-up double. And the Quakers have a man on here in the sixth.
Boy, that was almost a ground rule double. It bounced and hit high off the fence. Didn't go above that yellow line, though. He put a charge into that one.
Yeah, that's one of the deeper parts of this ballpark is now we'll see Maxwell Freeze. Freeze walked his last time up. He was a part of that 3-run fifth inning in which the Quakers were able to take the lead. So Foote giving up his first hit. Quakers now with 8 base hits. The pitch hit foul. We'll take another look at that hit right here.
You can see it bounce really high off that screen.
Yeah, you're right. Full double. By the way, it's a double in the scorebook as Freeze steps back in. Quakers have a runner in scoring position. The pitch a little bit inside, 1-1.
Tried to get him to offer that breaking ball, but he wouldn't bite.
We really want to win this game and then let the other team have to fight their way back to get to that championship game. Pitch on the way. This will be tapped to the right side. Foot can't get to it. Reed charging, throwing, and he throws it by the first baseman. That's going to score a run as it goes into the dugout, and that'll put Freeze down to second base. Quakers now lead at 8-6.
Tough play by Reed, and on that play, if you're going to try and get him out of first, I think the better move might have been to just kind of glove scoop it over there, because when you tried to throw it, I mean, this guy just got way too much heat on it.
Well, it was too late, too.
Yeah, and he didn't have control of it. Just shovel it over there or just eat it, one of the two.
Exactly. So here is Cameron McCabe. That'll be the third error of the ball game now for Franklin. McCabe walked and scored in the fifth. The stretch by Foot as he checks the runner at second and comes home with a pitch, and it's a strike.
7 of the 9 players for Earlham's have scored runs today, which is extremely interesting. Basley and Cooter are the only 2 that haven't scored. That's a really balanced offense.
McCabe back in. That one bouncing in front of Demkovich. That'll be a wild pitch as Freeze will advance to third. One ball and 1 strike.
Producer makes a great point. I mean, you look at those 3 errors and different things that have happened. There's been some solid stuff, but just not what you expect out of a 1 and 2 seed game.
You look at that game yesterday, you speak of the run score, but they had 8 players get base hits yesterday. So, and they'd win over Rose 5-3.
Both teams good at taking advantage of the other team's mistakes.
Infield is in as that pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike.
9 hits for both squads.
Yep. Earlham looking for their 25th win of the year. If Franklin were to win, it would be their 30th. Pitch on the way, bouncing in front of Demkovich, who's taken a beating here in the inning.
Foot struggling with his control a little bit.
There is a pitcher, I think, down in the bullpen warming up on the bench. See, that's kind of interesting how he's warming up his arm.
Oh, yeah.
Laying down. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch on the way misses outside, and McCabe will trot on down to first base. And here's Devin Baisley.
Do you think at this point that they do coaches second guess themselves? Is he going back and saying, man, I should have stuck with Tilly?
I think they do a lot, more than we think, yeah. Probably more after the game than during the game for sure. So here's Baisley. Baisley 0 for 2 today with that sacrifice in the 5th inning. But now his runners at first and third. There's a strike.
I like to call it, there's leakage everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And so you're wanting that guy to come out from the bullpen who you want the Flex Seal guy.
That's right.
It's going to stop it cold,
Yeah, this could get really ugly fast for the Quakers if they can keep it going. The runner takes off. High fly ball left field. Lipscomb going back on it deep. It's going to score a run as Freeze will score easily, and Earlham now leads it 9-6.
You put a charge into that one. I thought it may go out for a second.
Yeah, it had plenty of carry. Beasley able to drive in the run, and here's Easton Embry. Take another look at it. Yeah, we see those balls carrying a lot. That went all the way to the warning track at 348 nearly. Yeah, there's no wind blowing now.
Yeah, if it was blowing, that would have been 3 more on the board.
So here is Easton Embry, a double in the 5th inning. The Quakers have now scored 5 runs over the last 2 innings. And the pitch by Foot is outside for a ball.
Basley does get himself an RBI, though.
McCabe still at first base with 2 away. The stretch by Foot and the pitch fouled it off. Good cut there by Embry.
Still plenty of baseball left. We're only in the 6th. Just 2/3 of the way through. Stick with us. Lots more drama to unfold. And another game.
And another game, yes. I may be home before you guys get done at close to being done.
You're probably right.
Reed the ground ball and gets the out, but another productive inning for Earlham as they pick up 2 more runs. We will head to the 7th. Earlham on top of this one, 9-6. This is championship baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You just saw right there our YouTube channel. Very easy to do. Just hit that little subscribe button. Be a part of IndianaSRN as you take a look at the crowd here tonight.
See that Franklin lineup. Demkovich. And again, the way these teams can score runs, this ball game is anything but over.
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen too many odd things in baseball over the years to think that it would be.
Oh, yeah. If we've learned anything, it's that we've learned nothing about the game, you know?
Except maybe it gets a little stranger every time. Demkovich got his first base hit of the tournament, a big double in the 5th inning. They had the home run, the double, and the double that really got them going, scoring 2 runs. But this is his first look at the right-hander Hemrick. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
The hometown boy, Hemrick.
Earlham has a right-hander in their bullpen. Here's the pitch on the way. Foul tip held on, 0-2.
Ooh, he was looking to cut that lead by 1 on that swing.
He was. 19 home runs this year, so he has had a great season. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Foul tipped. Tag laid on by Embry, and Demkovich will strike out for the first time here tonight.
Pulled the string on that off-speed pitch, and Demkovich went fishing.
Matt Early, 1 for 3 with a run scored. 1 out here in the 7th inning. You guys will have the lights on, I'm sure, pretty soon for Game 3.
Yes.
That's another survival game. This one hit hard and foul.
I was trying to see where Demkovich was from because, you know, us broadcasting really in the central Indiana region hadn't heard that name from Munster High School.
Ah. Early back in as Hemrick set to throw. And the 0-1 pitch way outside, 1-1. Well, that's the Neat thing about the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, you see all these players from around the state of Indiana getting a chance to play at various schools. See a lot of them in high school. Pitch is outside, 2-1.
Yeah, it's fun looking. I mean, Gavin White for Franklin, he's from Kokomo as well.
Well, quite a seller to stay at home and play at this ballpark.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
If you have an opportunity to play for Kokomo. Swing and a miss. Kokomo plays here. High school plays here. I heard him say county schools. They had that guest earlier.
Mhm.
They play here. Jackrabbits play here.
Aiden Talark, Middletown, Ohio. Do you know?
I know where that is. Yeah.
Do you know what current major leaguers from Middletown, Ohio?
No.
Played baseball at Indiana University.
Would that be, that pitch is outside 3-2.
Currently a Philadelphia Philly.
Was he with the Cubs at one time?
He sure was.
He's an outfielder?
Yes.
Help me with his name.
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber, yes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And nearly hits him. It'll be a 1-out walk. He was, of course, speaking of Schwarber, part of that World Series championship team that they got rid of left and right and shipped them all over.
I was so happy now, and then you ruined it for
I'm
me.
sorry. You know, what a core bunch they had. If they just kept them all, you know, I mean, they would be
Just a couple of them.
Yeah.
Especially 17.
He's out in Colorado now, isn't he?
Yeah. I still have the life-size fathead on my wall at school.
I bet you do.
I'm not. That's not moving.
Here is Lipscomb. Man on for Franklin. Hard hit up the middle. They play him well. There's your double play. 4-6-3 twin killing, and that'll do it in the inning. And understand we're going to go to Keith Myers.
Well, you do. You have me right here, and Sherry Madlock is with us. She's from the Visitor Bureau. Thank you very much. I say that all the time after 12 hours of baseball. And she's here talking a little bit about Kokomo.
Absolutely. Well, welcome. We're glad to have y'all in Kokomo today.
We're glad that we're here. You were here yesterday. We were here, and it's just so much fun to come to the ballpark. And you say that not only this event, but you host a lot of other events in this stadium.
Absolutely. This stadium has been just a jewel for downtown Kokomo. We've hosted a number of events specifically with our local IU Kokomo, but also some IHSAA events with high school. Our local high schools play here as well, baseball, and actually this year, in addition to hosting the Heartland Conference baseball, we're going to be hosting a national softball event in July. So it's gotten a lot of use.
She says the IHSAA better than I do, and she's not reading off paper. That's really impressive. Talk a little bit about the atmosphere of the community about this event, especially because there's been a lot of walk-up people from Kokomo to watch these games.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, being the first time we've hosted this conference, I think that those people that live here in Kokomo, obviously they love the stadium and be able to see this level of play here. We've had a lot of people that are from Kokomo that are really interested to come and watch and just be part of what's going on.
The mayor got a baseball, you got a baseball, so now you got one up on the mayor. Is there any rumors of you're running for the mayor in about 4 years?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Final question. The Chambers also help with this. This is an event that really you would like to stay in Kokomo as much as you can, correct?
Absolutely. We would love to host this next year and in the future. We partner with the Chamber. We're all kind of together with the Greater Kokomo Alliance. We all collaborate and align together to keep events and visitor spending here in Kokomo.
All right, final question. Who's the best broadcast? Troy, Sean, or Coach?
That's a good question. Gosh, I think that's a loaded question. I'll have to say they're all awesome.
There you
go.
Great
answer. See,
Great
she
answer.
chick it out on me. Typical politician. Back up to you guys.
Cruderer is at the plate. Cruderer today 1 for 3. Takes that pitch outside, 1-1.
That was the best answer.
That was.
Yeah.
That's the way they stay politically correct.
We're all tied for first.
Popped up foul. This will go just about over our head.
But he left Jared out.
Yeah, he didn't even mention him, did he?
Oh,
Didn't even get
man,
an honorable
no.
mention. Well, maybe he's not in the top 10. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside joke. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Got him looking.
Sorry. Oh, that's the funniest thing.
Here is Zach Swearingen.
We have way too much fun doing this, Troy.
Swearingen 1 for 2 tonight. Had that sacrifice in the 5th inning. Foot back in again for another inning of work. And the right-hander's pitch is a fastball called strike.
Sun's back out now. So cloud cover has kind of ceased a little bit. Maybe then the shadows will play a role.
Yeah, those guys on the right side will have a lot of fun the rest of the way, won't
Ooh,
they?
that's brutal.
0-2 now to Swearingen, the number 9 hitter for the Quakers.
Use your eye black and your sunglasses and anything else.
Yeah, may still not help.
Block
Fastball
it,
up high.
Block it with your glove. Do everything.
They're anticipating with those lights on, you're going to be here a while.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I know you don't need me keep reminding you of that.
But again, then I'll say it again. Hey, it's baseball. I'm good.
Swing and a miss. Swearingen will strike out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Foot, 2 away. And we'll head to the top of the order. See Christian Lanzini stepping to the plate for the 5th time. He has a couple of hits to his credit.
Open one of these windows, give me a little breeze, a cot, and a blanket. I'll be good to go.
You don't have to spend money on that hotel room.
Yeah.
Hit foul. But that's why the Kokomo Visitors Bureau and all of them, they want you to go down there and spend money in that hotel and go to the restaurant. Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, or the conference may say, yeah, okay, we'll put you up in a cot then.
We could have one of those radio booths over here where they'll just move a camera out and lay in there.
We need to help out the Kokomo Visitors Bureau.
Yes, you do. Lanzini's back in. Scored a couple of runs tonight, as mentioned, at the top of the order. Foot's pitch on the way. Well, that dropped in for a strike. He's looking good here in the 7th.
He has looked good.
You know what? I don't know about you, but they didn't invite me to come stay.
They already knew the answer.
Well, I might if they put me in a luxury suite. Pitch is a little high.
Ooh. The presidential suite?
Yeah, because I haven't found out if I'm in the top 10, but it might be close. I think that's worth at least a hotel room. This one hit hard and foul. They're staying in a Motel 6?
I have no idea. I just gave up today.
I find that hard to believe. Did they save you a room, or you got to get your own?
They told me it was a Howard Johnson attached to a Stuckey's, so I'm kind of concerned.
Hit hard, the shortstop.
Oh!
Nice snag by Sanders, and he can't make the play, but heck of a grab there by Sanders at short.
That is an outstanding play. Yes, it is a base hit for Lanzini's, but my goodness.
That's a great play.
It is.
You know, he snagged that. He snagged it on the up.
Wow.
Nathan Lanzini's will now step to the plate.
That was a country music play. He's picking and grinning right there.
Nathan singled and scored back in the 3rd. That's his lone base hit of the evening. Earlham now with 10 hits. But here we go again after you see Foot get the first 2 outs, and then we have seen it happen in both games. Next thing you know, the other team able to put some hits together. Fly ball right field. This could be tough for Thomas. Everybody on the run. The first baseman early tried to get to it as well as it falls foul.
And again, when I look at the scoreboard, Troy, I see that 3 under the errors for Franklin. And the runs those led to are the difference in this game.
Yeah, they sure are.
And those are the ones that'll make your hair turn gray or, in case, lose it.
Yeah. Yeah, we see it so many times where you see a team walk somebody. Next thing you know, both those guys come back and score.
Oh, yes.
Just no matter what level it is, too, you know.
And you can sense from up here the coach's blood pressure just rising.
Yeah, it gets hotter, doesn't it? The stretch by foot. Runner takes off. The pitch is low. Throw down to second and safe. Christian Lancinese now with a stolen base. He is second.
I think he may have dropped the ball on that tag.
Nonetheless, here you get another look at it. Yep. Oh, then he went back to reach. I think he
went
kept
back
it.
to
He thought he was going to get his foot off the bag.
You got to keep that tag on him then. Yeah, the swipe tag's almost all but dead.
Ground ball foul left side.
People tag and press almost to the point sometimes where they tag so hard and keep it there that it almost pushes guys off the bag.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's college or the pro. I saw a guy running down a runner from third, dove to tag him. The runner hit third, but then the diving fielder pushed him off the bag and they called him out.
Oh, wow.
It was that didn't go over very well.
The 1-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. The throw down to first, a low throw, dug out there by Early, nearly threw it away. That'll do it for Earlham in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Quakers on top 9-6. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Entrepreneurs are often the hardest working, most beloved and inspirational people on the planet. People who lead with heart and are fueled by passion. People like Randy, who found time while running his restaurants to put 3 adopted kids through college. Like Rebecca, who switched careers as an architect to achieve her dream of opening a music venue. And Mia, who turned an after-school hobby into an online floral empire. Entrepreneurs put the time in, lead by example, spark ideas, and impact communities, all while shaping the financial future of their families. Nearly 1 million entrepreneurs trust Heartland to provide the technology to make money, move money, manage employees, and engage customers. Because we're entrepreneurs, we're people, and we get it.
Back once again here as you
Hey!
You can bring the dogs out.
Man's best friend loves baseball as well.
Got that right. We head to the 8th inning. By the way, we still have a game tonight, and we're kind of going to wait and see, I guess, for tomorrow. We just don't know what that weather is going to look like. We're expecting maybe some rain in the afternoon, and they may move the games up a little bit. So we'll let you know on not only an HCAC TV, on our Twitter site as well, on IndianaSRN. So you want to stay tuned. Once we get word on any of that, we'll ship it out quickly.
Right now it's showing a 30% chance about 1 p.m., but then 70% chance at 5 p.m. So, and then even some for Sunday as well. So stay tuned.
Pitch in there for a strike. Noah Wood, followed by Thomas and Starkey.
And make sure and follow HCACDIII on Twitter. That would be D3, but you know what I mean.
I hear you. Fly ball right field. Cooterer coming on and makes the catch, one away here in the 8th.
As well as IndianaSRN, we'll keep you updated.
That's right. Well, I heard him say at one point maybe move the first game to 11 and then wait and see how the second one plays out. So
I had to promote the Twitter with the commissioner in here.
You did a great job.
I know.
Yeah.
I try and do my best.
That's why you're in marketing.
That's exactly. That's why I teach it. For sure.
Here's Thomas. Hamrick's pitch a little bit low and outside, 1-0. Thomas singled and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, and then singled in the 6th inning. The stretch again by Hemrick, and the pitch. That caught the outside corner.
There's that glove side zone for that umpire.
We were talking about the home plate umpire last night in that high school game we did, how he kind of set up way on the inside, too.
Oh, and, yeah, and he set up even kind of further back in more caddy corner to where he was almost looking at the plate from the side, it looked like.
Yeah, he was.
It was bizarre.
And that's why Brock Buckley liked him so much, because he could hit that outside
yeah,
corner.
He could.
2 balls and a strike now to Thomas.
The Grizzlies and the Quakers.
Hemrick has a chance, if I'm not mistaken, if he holds the rest of the way and get himself a save here. This is hit foul. He came in the 6th inning, so he'd go 6, 7, 8, and possibly the 9th, right?
He's thrown the ball really well.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to Thomas. There, get a good look at the right-handed hitter. Hemrick will come set. And the pitch on the way, jams him, popped up, shallow left, and that's going to fall in for a base hit in front of McCabe. Swearingen tried to hustle out to get that one, but a bloop single. And that'll bring up Starkey.
That's just the 3rd hit that Hemrick's given up. 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts so far. But he's been fantastic for the Quakers out of the bullpen. As there's some activity down there, I see.
Yeah, there's one right-hander throwing and another one, or another pitcher warming up a little bit without throwing. And so now here is Starkey. Tripled back in the 2nd inning. That really got things going for Franklin as the pitch is in there for a strike. 2nd time he has faced Hemrick here this evening. Thomas, the lead down at first. Hemrick gets the sign from Embry. And the pitch on the way is another strike. Nice pitch by Hemrick.
They are.
I was going to say quickly, Franklin's bullpen is quiet. In case
it
you're
is.
Wondering.
Starkey looking to shoot between that left center field gap, go the other way. Lots of space out there.
Hemrick this time will throw to first just to let Thomas know he's thinking about him. Each team now with 10 hits.
If you get an inside pitch to Starkey, you want to try and pull it in that hole between first and second with the first baseman holding, with Freese holding the runner on.
A lot of room there. The stretch again by Hemrick. Here's the pitch on the way, reaching out and fouling that one away. Starkey stays alive.
That's one of those. The hang with them's like, do the thing. Stay in the box.
No balls and 2 strikes. Starkey against Hemrick. Here's the pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. They'll get one at second, and that's all they'll get there, but that's out number 2. Score 4-6. Lancinese to Lancinese, and Starkey reaching on the fielder's choice. Here's Colby Reed. Reed singled back in the 2nd, flew out in the 5th, and reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th, then scored a run. So 2 away. Hemrick with the pitch on the way is outside. Snap throw to first, not in time.
Love the back pick. That's so much fun. One of the things I have had as a Cubs fan is catchers that can master the back pick. Contreras, David Ross even was great at it.
So Reed back in, ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Hemrick with the pitch on the way is low for a ball. Keith is going to get them to do the wave.
No, the wave is illegal. You should be put in jail if you start the wave.
We will call the police. The stretch by Hemrick. And the pitch. Low and outside, 3-0.
I should have died when I was in college.
He should have, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in my 50s. That'll tell you everything right there.
Well, what does it tell you? Keith is trying to bring it back. I want to see him out here doing it, though, if he can see him.
No, I want to see him break dance. That's what I want to see.
3 balls and no strikes. Reed, the number 9 hitter. Hemrick loses him. 2 runners on. And back to the top of the order and a very dangerous A.J. Sanders.
And he has really smoked the ball the last 2 at-bats. Home run, triple. You got to really play careful, and we're going to get a visit to the mound.
So the entire infield will make their way in, and a lot of strategy to talk about right here. And it may be it for Hemrick. I think we're going to have a pitching change. And we will.
All right.
So the Quakers will go to their bullpen. We'll take a timeout. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
I chose Earlham because you're all a bunch of nerds. You're compassionate, empathetic, caring nerds. And those are my people.
So I chose Earlham, 1, because it was far away from home, and I really wanted a chance to grow and develop into my own adult without the outside influence of my family. And I also wanted the opportunity to really focus on my studies. I am very passionate about neuroscience. I've been passionate about neuroscience since before I came to Earlham. And I just really wanted an opportunity to grow within that field in that major and explore my options. Another reason why I came to Earlham is because the community seemed genuinely loving and caring about their students.
And I felt like this was a great place for me with the diversity. I'm from Cincinnati, kind of what they call a bubble. And this was a very eye-opening opportunity for me, and I felt that I could really succeed on and off the field, and that was kind of the big reason as to why I chose Earlham.
While working here at Earlham, the thing that I've loved the most is the community that we talk about, we actually live. As the baseball coach, I am represented amongst other aspects on campus. I'm working with faculty, I'm working with advancement, I'm working with health services, I'm working with public safety, I'm working with media and communications. And we all are working the aspect of talking about why Earlham College is a great place for our students to be here, for our alumni to give back, and for our student athletes to be able to compete here.
There are 50,000 reasons I came to Earlham, and there's one really big reason. Nope, not that! The world's most complete fossil giant beaver.
The reason why I chose Earlham is because of the small class sizes, which allow for more one-on-one time with the professors.
Well, the reason why I chose Earlham College was very personal to me. I was looking for an institution that was going to allow for me to participate in, experience, and engage in all the opportunities that I felt that an 18-year-old me desired and wanted and deserved, and I couldn't have been more pleased. I wanted to participate in intercollegiate athletics, and Earlham College offered and provided that opportunity. I wanted to engage a diverse populace of people, different humans and individuals from not just locally near me, but literally with perspectives from around the world, and Earlham College provided that for me.
Well, the new pitcher for the Quakers, right-hander Ethan Kondaker. So he has a chore here with 2 runners on base and A.J. Sanders at the plate. You just mentioned before we went to the break, this guy's hitting the ball hard.
Yeah, he's really been locked in these last couple of ABs.
You talk about a pressure situation here for Kondaker. Only 11 2/3 innings this year. This is only his 11th appearance, but an ERA of 1.54. Given up only 5 hits so far, but again, very limited action in his career, and that pitch is low and outside, 2-0.
Oh, Sanders right now is chomping at the bit with as hot as he's been and got a 2-0 count. He is looking to just absolutely destroy a baseball right here.
Kondaker comes into the stretch. The pitch on the way, 3-0.
Well, not if it hits the ground before it gets to him.
Yeah.
You're taking here. You have to be because you want to get the bases full for Sullivan, who's also got a long double, and then Demkovich after that. This could be an interesting top of the inning here.
Jacob Renner, a right-hander, throwing in the Earlham bullpen just in case Kondaker doesn't get the job done with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, and he overthrew that one. 4 pitches and a walk to Sanders, and here is Sullivan.
What's the famous line from the Dark Knight movie about the Joker? And here we go.
Well, that may be it for Kondaker
one
as
batter?
well. Yeah, he's done after 1.
Wow.
So Quakers go back to the bullpen. You know, yesterday they gave up 2 runs in the 8th and held on to win that one 5-3, but another pitching change. 9-6 Quakers on top. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN. Back here in Kokomo, and now the bases loaded for Franklin with Sean Sullivan at the plate. Jacob Renner taking over with 2 away, and the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. You talk about a pressure situation right here for Renner.
Yeah. Hey, we need you to come in and pitch. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We're down 3.
You don't mind, do you?
No biggie.
So Renner from the stretch. The pitch outside for ball 1.
Hey, as long as he doesn't go the Chittard pitcher route, then we're good. It's another inside joke.
It is. We have a lot of those going on now.
No, we do. That's what us old men do, right?
Oh, boy. Lots of stories that get bigger. Hit foul.
Oh, that was coming right to Jerry. He had it all the way, too.
It's the hat. See how quick his reflexes are?
If he'd had his cup up, he'd have caught in his cup and then drank the rest of the rest of the Coke in it.
Like a real man. That's right. Bases loaded. The stretch by Renner. The pitch in the dirt. Good job there by Embry.
This is a turning point in the game right here. Big AB and a big out.
Sullivan,
who's going to get the momentum?
Sullivan has 6 home runs, so you better be careful.
Yeah.
The stretch and the pitch. Embry tried to frame it, but it was outside, 3-2.
Just a touch out of that outside corner. And now it gets real interesting because the runners will be off with the pitch, so they get a head start.
I'm glad he's throwing, not me.
Yeah. And you know Demkovich is on deck as well.
Renner comes set. The runners take off. The payoff pitch hit back up the middle. Off the glove of the second baseman. Lankanese can't bring it down. 2 runs will score. And it's now 9-8.
Holy cow.
Boy, Lankanese had that one right off his glove. We'll get another look at it, I'm sure. But still now, runners at first and second. Here it is again.
I mean, he almost snow-coned it.
Trying to make that play at the plate, but just off the mark. And here's the big guy right here, Demkovich. 2 runs across.
And now there's action in the Franklin bullpen.
Renner with the pitch. Outside for a ball. When you look at Earlham's pitching staff, everybody on their staff has a 4.50 ERA or higher, other than Talarik and Kondaker, who we just saw a moment ago. The pitch. Popped him up on the right side. There is the second baseman to make the catch, and that'll do it. But 2 runs across in the inning. Let's go to Keith.
Hey, fellas, thanks so much. Hey, you guys in the blue shirts today. 6 umpires. They rotate every other game. They've done a nice job for the whole entire tournament. They've had a little bit of pressure put on themselves as well, but I thought they did a really nice job the whole entire tournament. So we want to thank the guys in the blue shirts. And we want to thank our producer and our camera guys all day today. James, Chance, Sticks out there, David up above, and you guys as well. Good job, guys. Job well done. I'm going home. Oh, we got 1 game left, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, well.
No, I'm going home.
Oh, okay, sure. Back up to you guys.
Keith will be taking a nap in the stands during the 3rd game.
Already have. Thank you so much.
If we were driving home tonight, I guarantee you Keith would be asleep 5 minutes in that drive.
That's what I've heard, yeah. Well, what a way to make this one interesting again with the 2 runs by Franklin. Foote is back out here in the bottom of the 8th, and so now we'll see if the Quakers can answer.
Well, that's a big out getting Demkovich to get just under that baseball and loft it into the air for a pop out. That was a huge at-bat for both squads. Although the one that just went off of Lankanese's glove scored 2 runs, Earlham's still in the lead, and you got through their big gun.
Yeah, you just saw the at-bat right there by Sullivan. Quakers will have Bradley, Freeze, and McCabe. And then we'll see what the strategy will be for the Quakers pitching-wise. Will Renner stay in? Renner has 2 saves on the year. Nick Carazelis has a couple of saves as well, but his ERA at 9.15.
Well, looking forward to the 9th, you've got Early, who's 1 for 3, Lipscomb, who's 0 for 3, and Wood, who is 0 for 4.
Like the numbers then, if you're the Quakers pitching-wise, right?
Play the percentages.
Bradley doubled and scored his last time up in the 6th inning. Puts next pitch on the way. It's a little bit outside, 2-0. Bradley's been on base twice here tonight. The pitch. It's too high. 3 balls, no strikes. Well, the one thing you don't want to do is give it right back.
Yeah, walking leadoff hitter is not the way you want to start this inning.
Three balls and no strikes. There you see Bradley, the right-handed power hitter, is the pitch in there for a strike. Bradley, not a big guy, but boy, he's got some strong legs there. I bet he can really drive the baseball.
Yes.
There's another strike.
Ooh. I mean, you're taking 2 pitches. When 1-run lead, 3-0, take 2 pitches. You know they don't want to walk you.
Here is the payoff pitch. Hit down the line and out of play.
Over David Gossman's head. There's a banner in the Franklin bullpen of insurance agent David Gossman.
Pitch is up high for ball 4. That's a good place to have your banner. TV shots every time a foul ball down that way. Here's Freeze, and we'll have a pinch runner down at first base. Noah Collins will be at first base, running for Bradley. The Quakers a chance to get a little more speed out on the base paths right here. Collins on the year, 5 of 6 in the stolen base department, but now we got another visit to the mound right here. Will we see another pitching change for
looks like
Franklin?
it.
Yeah. So we have a pitching change for Franklin. Foot done for the night. We'll come back, tell you about the new pitcher. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
I was lucky, Jess.
Well, you see the new right-hander Alex Reinhold in the ball game. This is his 21st appearance on the year, 29 2/3 innings. An ERA of 3.94 for Franklin this year. A little sidearm action.
Yeah.
Here's your Quisenberry to Colby move, huh?
Make it tough on some of these right-handed hitters for Earlham.
And that is a different adjustment if you've seen a pitcher come over the top and then you have a pitcher like Reinhold come in. Next thing you know, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I'm curious how many people watching really comprehend that these batters are looking for the release point of the pitchers when they let go of the ball to try and pick it up to see what they think it's going to do. And when you change where the release point is so drastically when a sidearm pitcher's coming in, it really makes a huge difference as a hitter.
It sure does. Especially on those right-handed hitters still. You're thinking that he's coming way over here. And
yeah. He, like all good submariners do, especially a right-hander, you're going to be on the third base side of the rubber to make it look like it's coming from either further across, and you're thinking, there's no way that's crossing the zone. Next thing you know, you're taking a seat.
Yeah.
Because they rung you up.
So the Quakers have a man on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, the winner will get a ticket to the championship game, and then the loser will have to fight their way back. So you can really see why both these teams fighting so hard to make sure they don't get into that loser's bracket.
It's a huge, huge deal to get that extra rest.
Because then you got to beat that team twice, too. So that's tough to do. Throw to first and picked him off.
The
Collins.
pinch runner.
Ooh. He got leaning big time right there, and the Quakers lose a runner here in the 8th.
What's that mean? You had one job, right?
Don't get thrown out.
Yeah, you had one job. Don't get picked off.
Boy, he had him leaning too, didn't he? Phew. All right,
just
so
brain lock right there.
Yep.
Brain lock.
Hit foul. Well, you know what my excuse would be is that I'd go back to the dugout and tell Coach Sakasitz the sun was in my eyes. I couldn't see it.
Did he throw it at first? I couldn't see anything.
You'd think he'd let me do it again if the sun was shining.
Do-over. Do you get those in college baseball?
Hit foul again. Freeze 0-2.
Mulligan.
Yeah, please. I'd like to have that one back again.
For the golf course I passed in here, I'm sure there was on the way in here. Sure, there's a lot of guys. Mulligan.
See, that's why they never put Keith out there to pinch run, because he'd always get picked off.
The glare off of his dome.
That's right.
Made it really hard.
And all the other players would see that dome too. Hit foul the other way. That's the only reason they wore sunglasses back when he played. It had nothing to do with
but they were the great ones. They were the flip-up ones.
They were,
The ones that would band behind your head, and then you'd flip them up. Those were the best.
Oh, yeah.
I miss those.
Now they just have regular sunglasses,
I know. My favorites, too, when they have them on their hat, but they're not wearing them, and then they get the ball caught in the sun because they forgot to put them on.
That's right.
Like, seriously.
No balls and 2 strikes now to Maxwell Freeze. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-8 Quakers on top. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Sullivan has a beat on it. Few steps in. Makes the catch, 2 away.
That was a major league fly ball. That stayed up there quite a while.
So Cameron McCabe is next. This is the 5th plate appearance now for McCabe. He's walked a couple of times, a base hit and a sacrifice. As you get a look at the Quaker dugout right there, and there is McCabe.
Shadows are covering the plate now, though the batter is, his head's still in the light, so he still can pick up the ball pretty well. But
back up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit for McCabe, his 2nd of the day.
Won't be but a few minutes till those shadows cover, and then that becomes even tougher to pick up the ball going from light to shadow.
Here is Baisley as you get a look there at McCabe at first base. Baisley, a couple of sacrifices to his credit tonight, 0 for 2. First look at Reinhold as the pitch is on the way, popped him up, shallow center. Coming on is the right fielder, and he's going to make the catch. That is Thomas for out number 3. We will head now to the 9th. Quakers on top 9-8. This is Championship Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.
Hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Back here at Municipal Stadium in Kokomo, we head to the bottom half of inning number 9. Take that back, top half of inning number 9. It'll be Early, Lipscomb, and Wood. I was already ready to jump to the bottom half, make it even longer, huh?
You were just thinking what the score, last AB.
That's true.
Say you got Early, Lipscomb, and Wood coming up, and then the bottom 3, but we talked about it in the bottom of the last inning. Not much going on for those 3. Early had a base hit in the 2nd. Outside of that, nothing doing for these 3 coming up. So they need these guys to step up and get on base and let Thomas and Starkey and Reed, who've had really good games, try and knock them in.
Well, Jacob Renner will stay in, the right-hander for the Quakers. There you can see Matt Early making his way to the plate. So now Earlham just 3 outs away from advancing to the title game as the number 2 seed. And then they have 2 chances to win it. So Early steps in as Renner set to throw. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike.
That's the way you want to start if you're Renner, getting ahead in the count.
Each team with 11 base hits. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1.
Both catchers have done a really nice job calling the game today, keeping balls in front of them as best they can. Great job by Embry and Demkovic.
By the way, this game is plus 3 hours. Both games going 3+. The pitch is low, 2-1.
What are the chances the next one doesn't?
Not good, I don't think. I might come back tomorrow and you'll still be here. No?
I hope there's no late night light ordinances that we have to worry about.
I'll throw you in jail on your way to the car. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Early back in, Renner gets the sign as he comes set. And the pitch on the way, missed it low and outside.
Big thing here in the bottom of this inning, you know, Early has thought that the strike zone maybe expanded a little bit. It's key. Got to keep the same strike zone if you're the umpires throughout the entire game, even in this situation.
Time called, and the pitch will not count. We're going to stay at 3-2.
Because you saw Early look back and ask where that was on that second strike. He thought it was inside.
Yeah.
He hadn't been calling that side of the play. He's been calling the opposite side. So he wanted to clarify.
Renner comes set. Here's the payoff pitch once again. Popped
I got
up.
it. Ah.
That was right to me, too. You know, we could conceivably get one of those if it comes over the top there at the netting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the windows are kind of in the way, too.
No, we need to get rid of those windows.
Yeah, we do. No, it'd probably be a little warm.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. High fly ball, but it's going to go foul down the left side. We will stay at 3-2.
Good at bat here for Early.
The stretch by Renner, the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Lansanese is there, makes the catch, 1 away. Earlham now just 2 outs away from advancing. Here is Lipscomb. Lipscomb has been on base once, had that walk in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 1-0.
The one good thing about having it, well, one of many things that's good about having the turf field is very little grounds work needs to be done between games. You can turn them over quick.
Oh, yeah. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike.
Now, they do need to give us up here in the booth, you know, statisticians, everybody, time to reset, but
you do that because you're a professional. You do
yes.
that quickly.
No field work, grounds work needed.
1-1 pitch, back up the middle. The shortstop, Swearingen. Off balance throw, dug out there by Freeze, 2 away. Franklin down to their last out, and here's Noah Wood.
You just kind of want him to get on and do something because Sean Thomas is 3 for 4 behind him.
Yep, Wood has had a tough afternoon, 0 for 4. We may look back at that 5th inning when Franklin didn't make that pitching change, and that's a backhanded by a Lansanese, and the Quakers get the win. A 1-2-3 9th inning, and Earlham advances to the championship game. And Franklin will have to make their way back through the losers bracket. But Earlham got some good pitching down the stretch. First led by the right-hander Hemrick, and then Renner able to finish it out. But the bottom line is win in advance.
Tularik with the win.
Tularik gets the win. I would say at this stage, I guess you could give the save to either Hemrick or Renner, but Renner finished it out, so I guess we'll leave it up to somebody else on that one. But we have one more game coming up. Once they clear the field, it'll be about 45 minutes, so you're probably going to be close to 8:20 or so. You guys have a long way to go, but I'm counting on you.
Oh, thank you so much, Troy. I appreciate it. It's been fun so far. We got another one to go. I'm ready.
So there you have it. Quakers win it 9-8. Again, the final game of the day coming up in about 45 minutes. Want to thank the entire crew. Great job as always. You've been watching HCAC Baseball on HCAC TV, powered by IndianaSRN.